Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast, your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvo.
It's your boy, Gene AP.
And your boy, Gray.
Yeah, we are back after a week of not showing up because, I told y'all this year I wasn't on that bullshit with Nate. And
Don't blame that on me. Me and Gray were here last time.
I'm sticking to my words.
You here last time, Gray? Yeah, me and Gray.
Yeah, I was ready, yeah.
Yeah, at 12 o'clock at night.
We had a miscommunication.
That wasn't no miscommunication, nigga. You told us a certain time. You told us, I think, 8:30, we said. And you didn't show up till 11 talking about you about to send him what's name, nigga. I was like, fuck y'all niggas, fuck out of here. So I told you guys, depending on how many, there's 52 weeks in a year, depending on how Nate's productivity is how many episodes y'all gonna get. Explain yourself, Nathanson.
Together, man, because if we would get a deal, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have to, be punctual and show up on time.
Yeah, you show up on time. You show up on time when there's money. Of course, punctuality. Well, we got almost how much episodes we had? 100 episodes for the free.
Nigga, we had like 280.
Come on,
we're about to hit 300. Goddamn. I don't even who got that much. I don't even think Joe Budden got that much.
Them niggas drop one every day, bro. What are you talking about?
Well, he does? Okay. All right.
I don't even know if he
I know a lot of people who got deals, they ain't got that many.
They might do once a week or they just started, but there's people that dwarf our numbers.
Episodes don't mean nothing, bro. Number of episodes means nothing at all. Nothing.
It would.
It means a lot. It shows work. It shows history. It would
if we had put every
too much body of work.
If we had
that's like saying like 300 of catalogs of like an artist.
Exactly.
That means it means a lot.
Nigga, it don't mean nothing. Maybe in the podcast.
You think it's work? It's work.
You think there's not bum ass rappers with 300 songs?
It's work.
If I put everything on YouTube, it would mean a lot. The algorithm would have picked it up every time our videos play. Another one play right after.
300 episodes don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing in the podcast space because there's no. Once you listen to one episode, ain't like the one after it comes or recommends another one. It's not like that. But had it been YouTube or anything else, them 300 it would have been self-generated.
Yeah. If you got a big enough audience,
it would have compound. Even with your little audience,
it would compound. Yeah, that's how you gain audience. The more you put out, the more you gain.
Yeah,
just get audience like off the back. You don't just get them up front.
Yeah, well, in the podcast phase is enough for. But if we were to every YouTube episode from the time, like even if you were to upload them all now, it probably wouldn't have done it. But from the time we've started, you just kept dropping on the same channel. It would have got playlisted on other people's shit. It would have got recommendations. Even like you go on YouTube, there's some videos you're like ain't nothing there, and them shit's got a bunch of hits because they got a deep enough catalog.
Okay,
the algorithm just links it.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. I think Swerve's finally coming in. I don't know. His mic's muted.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Can you hear Swerve? I don't hear your mic.
Unmute yourself.
He took the unmute button off, but I don't hear him.
Here we go with audio issues again.
Audio. Okay.
Okay, he's connecting. There you go. Swerve.
Swerve is not coming through. What you guys been up to this past week though?
See, for me, looking at new projects, looking into just starting new things, but still working. Nothing new.
What does that mean, bro? That's very vague.
I know it is. It's just
a new project could be you're putting a door lock on your door. It's a project.
No, not that small. No. It's big projects, but I'm gonna start small, mainly like getting into more like aviation businesses and stuff like that. Also, I'm trying to learn as much as I can about it. Been making phone calls and contact with people who are already in the industry just to get information and get everything set up. So I
Okay.
can't really say too much about it, but it's coming.
Like I said, it's the top secret thing. Like he's developing a cure for cancer.
Hey, I might. You never know. Nah, nah.
What about you, Nate? What you been up to?
Another week. What I'm saying, I'm still teaching the daughter to drive. That's going pretty decent.
Are you teaching her on an ICE car or EV?
I both now. Today is our first day she did gas. She'd been using the Tesla the last few days and they're rented out now. So today she used the
Okay.
SUV. It's good to have a mixture, but
Of
Tesla
course, yeah.
when I do the Tesla, I have to make it where it doesn't turn off the rolling. I have to make it as generic as possible because that's what most cars are like that. You can't. Tesla has all the stuff like when you turn the blinker, it gives you see the people on your side. That's other cars ain't. It's kind of, I don't want to say it's a disadvantage, but it does give you a lot of cheats when you have an EV first. So I have to try to make
Oh
sure.
yeah, of course, yeah.
I
Yeah,
have to,
EV is almost like the simplest way, like driving ship.
exactly, yeah. So I
No,
have to try to show her, nah, this is
just
not
make
going to
sure
be
she doesn't
standard.
drive nothing but an EV. So then you,
But she's not going to always have that. So you
How you-
better off.
Yeah,
How
you may
figure
not
that?
always have that, yeah.
You could make
Maybe
that
I do
happen.
like
Make her first
reverse
car a
park and
Tesla. That's it. Then she ain't got to worry about driving a gas car.
yeah,
Simple.
done reverse and parallel parks.
Yep. Not having even done parallel parking. Now it's just driving. We're getting on driving, signaling, but everything else. Now parallel park's going to come in. She's
Yeah,
doing pretty good. The only issue is slowing down on turns. She kind of either they're too wide or anything. There's that confidence. They're a little bit afraid of
yeah,
her.
yeah. Once you get a gauge of the size of your car, yeah,
Yep.
you do a lot better parking and
Swerve, is your audio working?
Yeah, I'm working. I'm here.
All right, what you been up to,
Okay.
bro? How's life?
Oh, life's hitting me. I'm taking it though. New year, new me. Listen, first time ever saying this. New year, new me. But this time I'm for
Hey.
not this time. I am for real. New year, new me. I can't put it on nobody else but me. I haven't been on the pod for a while, for at least a year plus.
What has
Last
changed?
time I was
What has changed in your life since that year?
first house purchase. It's actually been exactly a year. December 9th, it was exactly a year. And it seemed like that year just flew by so fast.
How you like being a homeowner?
Oh yeah.
Oh man. My mortgage actually just went up and I'm like, why is this mortgage just going up? This has been creeping up slowly and slowly since we moved into this house.
Yeah, that's the property taxes, right?
Property tax, yeah.
Property taxes.
And insurance too.
I'm telling people about the insurance didn't go up yet, but the property taxes went up.
Yep.
They're like, I guess that's good. That's good people. That's good problems to have because that just means the equity of your house is going up.
You didn't homestead your taxes?
Even when you homestead, they kind of
Yeah.
started shooting up this year.
Nah,
Yeah, you can't have
This
homestead.
nigga
because
just
all
gave
the
me
property
look like he
values
don't know
went
what the fuck a homestead is.
What is? I don't even know what a homestead is.
You see?
That's definitely not what we did.
Yeah, you get certain discounts with a homestead,
Yeah, the
but like
discounts,
it
yeah.
caps a certain amount.
But everyone's property value shot up so much they're not gonna keep evaluating at the old rate.
Yeah, they're gonna get their money. Yeah,
Yeah, but you need.
Yeah.
But Swerve, go ahead and look into homestead your house because it's your primary residence, so you should be able to homestead it, and they should decrease your property tax or the amount you're paying for your property tax with the tax collector office.
So that's something you can do after you've already purchased the house.
Yeah, you can do it whenever, as long as it's
I missed my one last year. You should be able to do it to catch it on for this coming one.
Yeah, so look into that, Playboy. I don't know why your relative or anything didn't give you that game, but
They probably did.
They
I just don't be. They probably did. She probably did, and I just don't be paying attention. My wife was mostly the one in like doing all the financials. I'm just the money man, really.
That's it. Okay. How about you, Joe?
Yeah. My life as a new father is boring, bro.
In the house.
Home and work, bro. I ain't been doing shit, bro. Home and work. Other than that, trying to get this get everybody on the same accord for Sunday is pretty stressful. But other than that, nigga been chilling. Ain't much.
And we're gonna be there on time.
Yes, that is the plan. So, unless y'all just got extra money, y'all want to spend extra money, we could show up late if y'all want to spend extra money. It's up to y'all.
I don't like spending extra money.
Yeah, who the fuck would that even be an option? Or the middle of
Yeah, sometimes niggas got it and they just want to, flex. That might just be a new flex.
No, we got too many plans in the books this year, though. Every time we can save and get the plan knocked out, even better. That just more.
Well, Nate, how you live your life, you never show up on time, so you always end up
I'll
spending
be there
extra
when
money.
it comes
That's
to
listen, really. Listen, I've been thinking about Nate, and I'm like, listen, Nate's been making major strides in his life, his career. There's one thing he needs to do. That one thing. That's it. He knows what it is.
Time is a facade, dog.
You just gotta show up on time. You don't do nothing on time. And when I realized this was when this guy was the best man at my wedding, this guy, I'm watching him. I'm sitting back, I'm watching him. I'm already ready. Everybody's ready.
I made it on time for the wedding. Cut it out.
Listen, we're walking downstairs to get into the sprinter. This guy's like, he steps back into the house. It's like he's like compulsive he's trying to find something to do before he leaves the house.
I like
before he leaves the hotel room.
I like to use
that's what it is, huh?
Hold on real quick. I forgot to put lotion on.
I like to use all my 24 hours.
Hold on real quick. Let me put my shoes in the corner so when I come back, I know where they're at. Why you need to do that? For what? For a reason.
I like to use all my 24 hours. That's all it is. That's a part of my ADHD.
Thanks for the insight, Swerve. Thanks for the insight. That's what it is.
It's part of my ADHD.
It might be. I don't know. But you can work on it. You can work on anything else.
I don't think I don't know. I think one of the
you can work on it. You can.
It's called
set some alarms. Listen, set some alarms, set some timers.
It's called time blindness. And yeah, you guys.
What time you go for your walk every night?
I don't have a set time. See, that's why.
Well, see, you need to start setting times.
Trust me, though.
Maybe
get a planner. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you a planner.
If you had a schedule, Nate, if you had a routine,
you don't know how much planners and
a strict schedule, you probably lose the weight.
You gotta start. You gotta use them.
You gotta try to use that. It's time management, though. That ADHD be kicking ass sometimes. You have time blindness, so stuff don't seem.
Like I said when we started.
Until your back's against the wall, they're like, "Fuck!" Then you gotta do it. You ever had like a quiz or a test at school? You almost did study until the night before, even though you know it's coming all week.
Nope, I was a good student.
Yeah, that's called procrastination.
But that's
procrastinating.
But that's the wiring that has it. Stuff that you're not interested in, you just can't get yourself around.
You can rewire. Listen.
I try, man. I'm working on it. I'm work in progress, but trust me, I've only been living this life.
Hey, listen, just like the other episode, I listened to your episode last week or the week before when you're saying that you're not going to let racism bother you. You're rewiring yourself to react this way, right?
Yeah. I let time not bother me.
You might be late for that.
I let time not bother me.
So Nate, with your example, how well did that work out for you in your schooling?
It didn't work too well. That's why I had to find a workaround for school. I have to make work. You gotta do what you gotta do what you can. You gotta do what you. It's like an amputee when he's missing one leg. They just decide he's not going nowhere. He either finds a prosthetic or finds a crutch. You find something else to make it work. You work with what you have, so you can get across.
It's called retaking the course.
Sometimes, or you just say, forget school. I got to the point where I decided I'm not going to school anymore. After that, what I'm saying? I didn't finish college. I was like, you know what? I used to say, one of these days I plan on going back just to finish, just to say I would. But after a while, I got comfortable. I said, I ain't going back.
Plenty of millionaires do it.
Plenty of folks do it.
These basketball players, I'm guarantee LeBron's going to go back and get his after he's done.
Definitely, yeah.
Maybe not all. You gotta do what
because I'm sure he want to sit on the board of Nike, or whatever other company.
Nigga,
you don't need no damn degree to sit on the
degree.
That's just something to do to say
you don't. I know you don't. You don't. But it's a badge of a badge of acceptance.
No, it's not.
It's almost like one of those things that you don't need it, but you just like you look.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say it's an acceptance. I would say like Shaquille O'Neal has a bunch of different titles and shit that
Exactly.
he would still be Shaquille. He would still be the same Shaq we know, but
Yeah, he's
it's
a
just a bunch of
sheriff.
extra.
But he's like, yeah,
it's
he's
just
a
a bunch of
shareholder,
extra
but like,
titles. He's like a doctor, author, a bunch of different
but a lot
titles.
of
He got a
times to
CEO.
get accepted in, it's almost like you have to get like accepted into these positions. Like you don't just like get in by qualifications. So that's one of those things that a lot of time you gotta have at least like a bachelor or something.
No.
Yeah,
It's not
but
true.
you tripping.
I don't want to say.
It's not true.
Look up any boards of any company. Everyone in there got to get at least
Any
a bachelor.
company, any company, even like a social media.
Any boards. No. Any major 500 what do you call that? Fortune 500 boards. The founder may not have it, but the boards do have it.
I don't have it though.
No.
What do you mean as far as qualifications and all that?
That rule doesn't.
As like a
As far as
bachelor's
you do that,
degree or.
That rule doesn't.
What's your celebrity?
to join that group.
Those rules don't apply when you're a celebrity. That's why they have honorary doctors and
Gray
honorary.
don't understand how rules apply in life to different people. He
Gray
think
don't
everybody
realize
got
that
the same
the
rules.
power of-
The rules
Gray,
don't
what
apply
are
to
you
these
talking
people,
about?
Gray.
What are you talking about?
Once you're a celebrity, there's different rules. The rules are the common man. I think Greg really thinks everybody's the same.
Yeah. If
No,
you're a
I
celebrity, they
No,
will
I
put you
don't.
on a board of anything you want to be on.
They don't.
Hey, what
No, they do
what
not.
Marlo said? You want everything to be
He
the
wants to
same.
be one way.
You want it to be one way.
One way.
Okay.
Listen, when you're.
Well, I mean, y'all show it to me. Who's on any board without other than maybe the founder, but
I mean,
everybody
Shaq's
else
Shaq's on the board of Papa John's.
Shaq has
Board
a
down low.
doctorate.
Yeah, he's on the board.
You can't-
Why
you
he's
can't-
He's probably just a sponsor, but I doubt
he's on the board, not a sponsor.
you-
When they
you
got
telling
rid
me
of the
Shaq
actual
can't-
Papa John,
Gray.
they brought Shaq in and they gave him a board seat.
You think Shaq can't be
Yeah.
on the board, Gray?
Now
I'm
you
not
think
saying
Shaq
he
actually
can't.
has
I'm saying
qualifications?
normally. I'm not saying he can't, but I'm saying normally when you get into that position, a lot of time you get
Shaq is a horrible example though for
That's one of the things they look at.
Listen,
Shaq's a
that's
hor- no
Yeah,
Shaq.
Shaq's a horrible example because he actually has degrees.
He has actually
He's
have a
an
doctorate.
investor. Does he
Yeah.
have a degree?
He has a doctorate.
You can be
Hold on, he got a
an
doctorate?
investor and
I
get on.
just told you it's Dr. Shaquille
It might be.
O'Neal.
It might.
Oh, so he got his degree then.
Yeah, that's why we're telling you it's a bad example.
Okay.
He
Oh,
would've
okay.
been-
See, y'all
he
just
would-
proved my
everything
point.
he's doing
No,
right
we
now.
not.
Y'all just proved my
But
point.
listen, everything he's doing right now, he would have done that. Nah,
Y'all
everything
just
he's
proved
doing
my
right now,
point.
he would have done
But
that.
we're
without
talking.
that
We're talking
degree.
about Shaq. Shaq is one of one. He's really he's not everybody. He's not.
That's what we've been trying to tell you for the past 2 years, that not everybody has the same rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's one of one. Gray Meyer is one of one.
No,
It's just
I mean,
your
I'm one of one.
one-on-one. Does your one-on-one get you benefits that other people one-on-one gets them?
But as far as on a class and status level, I fit into a certain group.
Yeah, and the group that you fit into, there's rules. Just like the group
Mhm.
we all fit into, there's rules.
The group
We
that-
have to-
Exactly
we
what
have
I'm
to-
telling you. That's part of the rules.
The group that Shaq
Y'all proving my
and
point.
other
What do you?
investors-
Nope.
Listen, the group that Shaq and other investors follow.
I mean, what do you call this? Y'all proving my point. It's like you're disagreeing and saying the same thing I'm saying. Like
I think you're hearing what you want to hear, Gray.
what?
Gray's New Year's resolution. I got one for Nate already. Gray's is he needs to be more willing to break and bend. At least not break, but you got to bend.
Pause.
Gotta do what?
You got to bend. You know what I mean? When you get
No.
somebody gets-
I don't bet. No.
It's like somebody tells you something and you think it's one way. You're like, you know what? It's gonna be this way.
I'm as open minded as
It can
possible.
only be
Like,
one way.
I'm more open minded than most people.
No, you're
Like
not, bro. You're homophobic.
Open-minded, I don't know. Open?
We're not gonna give you all that. We're not gonna give you the title of open-minded.
Usually you're not gonna give him open mind. You're not gonna give him that one. You're gonna give
You're
him
not
open
giving
minded.
them that title. No, sir.
Man, speaking of work, we might have to revisit that DeSantis thing again
Which one?
about him not accepting some of the African the AP courses into was it high school or college or
It was high school, but you could
Middle
jump.
school?
We could jump right
High
into
school?
that. Politics is short this week, since you want to bring that up. We could jump right into politics. What's your What's your input on that? Is there new
Well,
information?
No, from what it is, it's like the whole woke movement. It's just like how they hijack, like BLM with like the LGBTQ movement. They're trying to insert a lot of these things into different like AP programs. Like what you say is African American studies is one of the main things that they really push in because we have less restrictions. Everybody just come into our shit and push their agenda, and they go ahead and do their thing and move on. Actually, he's actually looking out for us. He said, no, you're not going to infiltrate this y'all bullshit into African American studies. If it's going to be that, let it be that. So he said, in my states, I don't accept that bullshit. So that's him. But they're trying to make it seem as if like he's being like racist. Like he doesn't want kids to learn about African American history or anything like that, which that's false. It's really they're trying to infiltrate more of their agenda in our agenda, just like they done it with Black Lives Matter. They're getting like ahead of the line, to get their stuff pushed. Now they're pushing it on us, trying to force us to adjust to their lifestyle.
The Black Lives Matter one is a bad example because that one was founded by queers.
Exactly, and guess what they did? They didn't push a queer movement. They pushed a Black Lives Matter movement. To make it seem like it's a cause of helping, like black people, and it wasn't.
It was.
Look what the people did with all the money that they got. They actually used that money to help LGBTQ causes and got themselves like cribs in the hills of Hollywood. That's what happened with all that money that they collected, all the donations that they got.
See, the way you worded it, you said that they try to take our shit, but the BML was their shit because it was founded by the LGBTQ plus community,
and we ain't know none of that. The whole time didn't come out right out the gate.
They did hide it. They did cloak it.
That's
and why would you say BLM when you're like? What would you say BLM for? For queer causes? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, you're not thinking
exactly.
That right away.
Nobody was thinking about that shit. Really?
Yeah, but
and if you're gonna make it a cause, why don't you already come out saying it's for your cause? Why don't you label it what you what you
There was plenty of people saying that this is on some gay shit, and nobody listened. It's not our fault. Nobody listened. People usually don't listen to that one guy screaming in the corner talking about this on some gay shit. And then when we find out it's on some gay shit, we get mad.
and this is the same thing. This is round 2. They're trying to push it into African American studies. Well, they're trying to say their struggle is the same as our struggle.
He did. He did.
They went through the same.
He looked into critical race theory, and part of it was something of it had some brushing of. Some part of it had gay studies in there.
No,
so
it was.
I thought
we never had that issue.
I thought we discussed this last week. I know exactly. He said that there was a part of the curriculum that they presented. Mm-hmm. One of the topics or subjects was queer theory. Some bullshit like that. And he was like, no, if we don't need this queer theory shit in this, so he rejected the whole thing. Which when I found out, I was like, okay, I understand why he rejected
I'm willing
it.
For that.
So I got a question. Is African American history the only place that queer theory hidden into that we can take away? Well, is there other curriculums that they're hiding queer things into that they could take away? Because it seems kind of convenient that now I'm trying to protect the Black people, I'm trying to check the Black community by removing this queer theory from what they're trying to teach you guys. They're going to teach you about They're going to teach you about Black queers. They're not going to teach you about Black history. Somebody would say, you know what? Let me get some Black queer history and some straight Black history, if that's what it takes.
Nah.
Can I just get some Black? Can I get some Black history?
That's the thing. They could have just re-proposed the curriculum that they were trying to and remove that queer theory, but they didn't want to do that.
Well, guess what? Why can't they just make it queer theory?
Yeah, I want to.
Why can't you just make it that? Like,
because you always got to slip, just like you slip in all the other races to get benefits under the Black umbrella. That's the same shit. It's been happening for years.
You can't. I mean, I don't blame the gays. They've got to do whatever they can to win.
This is the thing. Like with
if everybody's talking about
almost like we're too accepting of everything. We have no restrictions on anything. We're too accepting of everything. And this is why our shits always get hijacked. These how our shit always get hijacked. You know.
If we say we want representation, how can we be mad if someone else says they want representation?
Okay, they can get it on their own. Why they got to come to our shit?
You said
okay. They get into why can't they get into like the Hispanic shit? You see, they can't push it anywhere else. They can't push it anywhere else. Why they got to come to us? Because they know they don't accept it on that side.
What do you mean? They don't
Why
accept
do
it?
It got to come through us?
They don't accept it in American history. They don't accept it in exactly. Why can't they make it part of American history? Or part of American government or whatever AP curriculum. Why only got to be pushed?
That's going to be the next conversation. It's going to be why can't it just be queer theory? If there's Black American, if there's African American history,
let it be there. Be upfront with it. You know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Always trying to sneak in stuff. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's the sneaking we got a problem with. The sneaking.
Pause.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame them for.
Yeah, still on your own too.
Like I said, I don't blame him on the chopping block, but it's not like he stopped there though. This week he's adding more stuff.
Hey,
adding more stuff like what? What are we talking about? You guys didn't. What's the absurdity?
I think you were talking about him. DeSantis putting I guess African American curriculums and stuff on the chopping block, but he took more stuff off this week, I believe.
What is it? I think the board it's not just for Florida, it's like it's nationwide. But hey, as a state, I don't accept that shit on my side. So hey, it is what it is.
What it is.
But I'm with him on that, I'm for him. He's actually looking out for us, if anything.
I mean, I don't say he's looking out for us. He's feeding his base. Is how I look at it.
It's benefiting him.
He don't give a fuck about the Black folks. I can't say it's benefiting us because the more you limit the history,
it is.
So hold on, Juno. You've taken one. Didn't you take one of these African American courses?
No, I have. Yeah, I have a minor in African American studies.
Okay, so would you say that the amount of
there was no gay shit in there?
Okay, so you would say that the amount of stuff that you learned is stuff that people probably need to know about, and it probably wouldn't, because you don't think there was any type of gay shit pushed on you while you.
What the hell do you need to know about?
But mine's was in college. There's a difference.
Oh, so in high school they'd be pushing it, but by the time you go to college, they're not pushing no more. They're just telling it.
They'll still push it in high school probably, but they're getting the kids started early. What's next? Middle school, elementary? Come on, man.
I'm pretty sure there's professors that have their agendas in college and stuff and would integrate it and stuff like that. But at the high school level where there's rules and there's curriculums that have to be approved by the state and stuff like that, where in college they don't have to go through that process. The professor really does what they want to do.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different.
It is somewhat
optional. You don't get a gay Black teacher.
Well, AP African American Studies would be optional too. It's you don't have to take AP courses that you don't want to take.
But what the fuck they gonna have to teach about this shit for real?
They can teach. Well, listen, but Juno, if the stuff that Juno learned in college, if that was the stuff that's teaching in high school, minus the gay shit, what would be the problem with that?
There wouldn't be no problem. That's why I didn't really fuss at DeSantis for I guess blocking it or whatnot, because the curriculum that they presented had that part of the curriculum, and that's where he said he doesn't agree that this shouldn't be part of a curriculum.
Okay, so I understand he doesn't want that part, the queer theory part of the curriculum. They need to take that part out then.
But that's the thing. You can't.
Now all the knowledge that you have now that you got in college, now you're depriving all the kids in high school from having that knowledge.
But that's the thing. When you submit something to be an AP course in a high school, you submit the curriculum, and if that's part of the curriculum, they can't just accept everything else and say we're not accepting what's name. They have to resubmit the curriculum.
Boom. We need to make an amendment then.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Just take the the queer theory
Take the
stuff
queer
out
part out.
and
We
resubmit it.
got
Take that part
up
out
to the
and then
board.
take that part out and then make it its own course that people can take if they want to take.
Yeah, what is it? Is it like a national board or something like that? Like, I mean, you're gonna have to talk to them because they do it for the whole country in general. It's not just state by state. Like it falls under like like every state falls under that umbrella of the way they like construct these courses.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that process worked, but I'm just speaking on Florida and why he said he blocked it. I don't know if it's true that's the reason why he blocked it, but that's the point he gave.
Yeah.
that's all he needed from me. To be like, go ahead, brother, do what you gotta do, pimping.
Yeah, but that's something we got to look at, as black folks, that all this being like invited and accepting of all things and everything, while everybody else, they get to set the rules, they get to have the restriction, they get to say no, we don't accept that if they want to, but us, it's just like it's all open, and then once we get hijacked, that's when we complain. Oh, they took over our stuff. Oh, we can't have nothing. No, that. And I'm like, come
on. What else we got in politics? I got anything else in politics?
Let me see. Yeah, DeSantis also said this week that he wants to give zero taxes for gas stoves. To put it down. After Democrats been trying to eliminate gas stoves.
What about grills?
I don't think they're being taxed. Just in general, he wants to put in the zero taxes on there just to kind of offset the fact that they're trying to make everyone go electric. He was like, Florida's not even hooked up to gas like that. It's not even a big deal. But just to give people, it's kind of like a counter to the other side. So the other side, the electric side, he'll say, nah, all you gas soldiers, y'all want to keep buying gas, you keep buying it. He wants to make it that way.
Yeah.
God damn it, this man gets better. See, he got
that's what I'm saying. It's completely unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary. But for once, it's good to see. It's good to see someone. It's good to see someone winning that's on your side. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see. That's how you move when you're trying to win.
I might grow for the neighborhood. God damn.
That's how you move when you're trying to win. They pass us. I mean, you know what? Y'all want to get rid of this? In Florida, there's gonna be no taxes for gas.
Come on.
It's genius.
My language.
While the other side trying to get rid of gas stoves, all the while they're in New York hooked up to gas power.
See,
the very stuff they're using.
Weirdos. Like, come on. If you don't use gas, what the hell are we gonna use? Just like what? Electricity, just straight electric.
Yep.
Well, some places like that's the hookup. That's like the main for like heating and cooking and all that. Yeah, it's all gas. Even major apartment buildings and all that.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're trying to.
So what are you gonna do? You're just gonna like undo all that stuff and replace it with electric? Like,
yeah, just like your gas car is gonna be replaced with electric.
Well, guess what? You're still gonna have to burn gas to provide this electricity. So,
not really.
It doesn't come. Electricity doesn't come from like what? It doesn't come from renewables. Most of it doesn't come from renewables.
But if we can get to a place where all the electricity comes from renewable.
Absolutely not. There's not enough.
Not enough what?
There's not enough like energy to provide electricity.
The sun provides enough energy. The sun provides enough energy.
Bro, over here in Seattle, you only get to see the sun like 1 month. 1 month out of the year.
Just because, no, listen, just because
1 month out of the year.
Oh my god!
And even the energy you're gonna get, it's not gonna be enough to like.
It's not sustainable for everywhere. It's a lie that they're saying that's sustainable. It'll take a massive overhaul. It's not sustainable.
That's
everywhere.
What I'm saying. It
can
even
be in
done.
Florida, sometimes you don't get the sun like as often. Yeah.
Oh Lord. I don't think you guys
understand. saying that it can happen. Just like the scientists are saying that eventually the whole world is going to be underwater slowly. It'll take time, but anything can happen, right?
That's something different. That's something.
And just because your state doesn't have sun doesn't mean you can't.
In my state, man.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying you're as in you.
Yeah.
As just because a state doesn't have sun doesn't mean they can't use renewable energy, because energy is transferred through batteries, through all this shit. So there's plenty of places. There's plenty of places that don't have coal mines and stuff like that where energy is being transferred. What's name? It doesn't have to be your state. It can come from somewhere else.
Like where?
What do you mean, like where?
Like right now, the most available energy we have right now is fossil fuel, is oil, coal, nuclear.
I know, and
Those are the top three.
yeah.
In Florida and Orlando, we use nuclear mostly.
We don't
You
get.
know that, right? Even though we have sun, we have wind, all that, we mostly use nuclear.
Oil,
nuclear and
you just said
gas.
You just said oil is a what's name, right? Where you think that? You said oil is one of the things that uses for energy, right, Gray?
Yeah.
That's one of the most available.
Where do you think we getting this oil from? You think the oil's coming from Florida?
No, it's not coming from Florida.
You
but
think
we do
it's
have
coming from Seattle?
We do have reserves in Florida, though. It doesn't come from Florida, but we do have reserves. You really can't compare that. Okay, we know one of y'all said it's not even worth putting a solar panel on vehicles because that you're not gonna extract enough energy for it. If you can't even get that from a vehicle, what makes you think we can get it from to sustain our power?
You got
Elon Musk said that, right? I think you said that, Nate.
What do you mean? In what sense?
That like it's worth putting solar panels
because there's not enough surface for that.
Yeah, there's not enough
on the car.
Listen, the renewable way, anyways. Like I said, it's not fully. It'll take a massive.
It's gonna take a long time, but eventually we're gonna get away from using any fossil fuels at all. It's just gonna take a long time.
Maybe that's not necessarily the truth. That's just one picture they're painting. They're really the most efficient way would be use everything at once. But it's the constant. You have to do one or the other because of capitalism. It ain't that. The real way would be.
I'm not saying to use one or the other, but like the most, it's not even close.
I'm saying that's how the way they design it. They make it seem
our
like
consumption is not even close.
Yeah, they make it seem like you have one way or the other because battery power is efficient that way, but all that cobalt and mining, all that
and battery got to be charged.
Yeah,
battery doesn't sustain its own energy.
Exactly. So all
battery stores energy.
All of it that you're hearing is just two political sides arguing on top, but really it's not the truth. There's no full sustainability without, it's going to leave a footprint. You need everything. There's no, them saying you need, because really nuclear is the most cleanest way. But Democrats don't want nuclear because they don't want the most, that's the cleanest burning way. If you're fully nuclear, you're not going to get the other side. The clean side's not going to go for that. And the other side saying, well, fine, let us keep using our gas way because we already got the hookup. You're not about to stop our money and start some whole new way where we don't have a threshold in. It don't make any sense.
Yeah,
so both sides not being
just
true.
Like right now, they're trying to get people to buy electric vehicles when like we can barely afford, like $4 gas. You want me to buy a car that costs like damn near like close to 100,000.
So that's why they have to. That's why they have to incentivize it. This, that, and third. But really, that's kind of how it goes. It's not. Both sides are kind of just telling their toes, but it's not like it's one side has the monopoly on the truth.
Ain't nobody buying $100,000 EVs. Don't cost $100,000. Great.
Vehicles.
I don't know what
the Rivian truck also like what 150.
That's the Rivian truck. There's
and people need trucks to do work. People need trucks to.
EVs.
Trucks are important.
Ain't nobody.
That's the Rivian truck. Ford F-150. Retails at 48,000.
Yeah, the gasoline.
No, it's electric. F-150 Lightning.
Yeah, for fully electric.
Yes, nigga, that's what I just told you. It's electric. That's why it's called the F-150 Lightning.
He don't believe you. He don't believe you. You need to see the Carfax.
I'm telling you, he lives in his own bubble. He don't know what's going on outside the world.
Carfax.
All right, so what are we going? We might as well. That's it for that one. For
this is Swerve. You are right. Great. This year he needs to bend.
Pause.
You got to bend. You got to bend a little bit.
Not like y'all. Y'all do that.
It doesn't make you gay if you bend, Gray.
Yeah. See. This is where you get stuff into our curriculum right there. See.
Only if you like it. That's it.
See, too inviting, too accepting.
That's what it's a problem.
Too inviting. Too much invitation to the cookout. Oh man.
All right, what we jumping into? Hip hop or pop culture? What y'all want to do?
What do you want to do? When you say hip hop or which one?
Pop culture.
Let's go hip hop. Hip hop was heavy this year.
Let's go hip hop.
All right, you got
Yeah, pop.
hip hop is turning 50 years old. I thought that already passed, or is it this
50?
year?
Yeah, well, we weren't able to cover it because we missed that week.
Oh, listen, I got a question of the week for y'all. Good question too, and it's perfect timing right now because you just said hip hop turned 50. Okay, so the question is, you have a friend that is not big into hip hop. You have to, they've never even listened to hip hop, but you want to prove to them how great hip hop is. Pick one song that you would play for this person so they can hear, so you could show them how great hip hop is, so they can fall in love with hip hop. What song would
You
it
gotta
be?
you gotta get them started, like like from the old school, like from like
One
early
song,
on.
Gray. One song. What's the song?
What do you mean? You said what's the
Like,
older? What was that?
How do you get a
what's the
friend who never
song?
listened to hip hop to like get into it and fall in love with it?
Yeah, to fall in love with hip hop, you can pick one song for them. They've never heard hip hop ever in their life, and they want. You're trying to convert them into hip hop. What
Okay,
one song can you play them?
Probably be something from my boy.
I gotta learn something about them too. Like, okay, what are they into? Are they more into like what you
Let's
call
say
that
let's say
up
they're
tempo,
into
or
they're
because there's
into
so many like styles to here. There's up tempo. There's like mid. There's the soft. There's different
this
categories.
person is into this person is into pop. He's into country. He's into alternative. He's into gospel, but he is not into rap or hip hop. He's never heard rap or hip hop. How do you get
During
him?
you said during the gospel and country,
No,
so more mellow.
gospel. Yeah, gospel country, but they like rock too. They also like rock and alternative every once in a while.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start with the old school, but I would say like let me see. Yeah, one song. Yeah, damn.
One song is
Where
difficult.
they
I
from?
already know what my song is.
Where they from?
Gray,
From
you making it too complicated.
Mich-
One song.
I'm gonna give him what he wanted. I know he's not gonna bend, so I gotta give him what he's want. They're from
Yeah, I
Indiana.
gotta set it up.
They're from
Huh?
They're from Indiana. They're from Actually, no, they're from St. Louis.
They from St. Louis?
St. Louis, Missouri.
St.
Never
Louis,
even heard
Midwest.
any track from. Ain't never even heard a track from Nelly before.
Ain't no way.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah, if they're from St. Louis, you could have something like that. It would have to be something from J. Cole. I can't remember the track. Oh, it'd have to be something that's thought provoking and kind of get them hooked. Like, this shit ain't so bad.
yeah.
Well, it
That's
would
That's what
have
I'm
to,
saying. You gotta go old school because like now, yeah.
it don't have to be old school. It's someone
It
that
don't
can
have to be too
No, you
old
got
school.
to.
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
right now, everything before 2010 is considered old school right now.
Thought provoking. You could go to some Andre 3000. You could do some Wale.
Yeah, you could
Wale's
give
one of
him
the
that.
greatest, but for for someone you're trying to hook to hip hop, that might be the way to go.
Nate, what's your one song?
If I had to go to, let's say, for hip hop, that's what I'm trying to think. It would have to be something from like maybe a J. Cole, maybe even Eminem or like Stan. I could show someone a fucking movie in one fucking song. Show them like a song that could
Mm.
show you a song that could paint a picture and tell a story all in 3 bars in 3-4 minutes and give you a whole movie in your head.
Whole movie.
A
I'm
whole
still
movie.
wondering why. I'm still wondering why they haven't made a movie off of Stan.
Exactly. So you that's I'm not gonna just show just regular bars. That's not enough. I need someone like, nigga, you want to go to cinema without even going to a cinema? I might break out some Eminem. I might break out a J. Cole. That's why it's gotta be something that's gonna someone like, oh shit, this isn't just regular music. That's why to me hip hop is the highest form of music.
Yeah.
Because it's not just rhyming. The rhyming is the bonus. Every other music, you just say whatever the fuck you want. Everyone can do it anywhere. You can just put together.
Yeah.
Now you have to make it rhyme. Now you have to have the cadence and you have to have the bounce. Hip hop is the highest form of music.
That's all
So
music.
someone that can still tell a story and do that.
All music rhymes.
No, it don't. Nah, plenty music don't.
Well,
R&B,
Nah.
country, plenty music don't rhyme.
What's crazy
Some
is
music slaps so much.
most
You can say that.
of the R&B don't rhyme.
Exactly. Some music slaps so much you don't
Most of
realize
any
it don't
music.
rhyme. That's what
Most of any music don't rhyme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once in a while, they might give you a rhyme here and there, but most of them do not.
When it comes to melodies, you can make sounds rhyme. That's the same way that someone like Plies can make bike rhyme with back.
Yep.
I'll give him a Pac. Who you believe in? Got a nice,
I don't know if that old school stuff would carry him.
It will. Oh, definitely. Old school is timeless.
That he would listen to it.
Old school is timeless.
This person from St. Louis, Missouri, or Iowa, wherever, is gonna say, oh, "Awesome! I'm gonna start listening to more hip hop." When they listen to that Tupac.
Oh
possibly.
yeah.
Pac was one mine's too. I would probably go with. Shit.
Could hit him with Brenda Got a Baby, anything.
That one right there. Brenda Got a Baby. That paints a perfect picture.
Damn near anything.
Yeah, that's similar to Stan. It paints a picture like a little movie.
So mine would be Brenda Got a Baby. Or
actually where they from and everything, you know.
Even Dear Mama.
Dear Mama,
oh,
yeah.
Man. Come on, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, Pac is the introduction.
What's yours, Swerve?
Mine is Kanye West.
I thought about Kanye too.
Which one?
Runaway. I think it's from
is that from 808?
Runaway with Pusha T? No, I think it's on Dark Twisted Fantasy, whatever that one
Run away from me, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Oh man, the intro, the outro.
Yeah, Kanye West know how to do his thing, man. He
Pusha T came on there.
Yep, yeah.
Talking that coke shit.
Yeah, I'm not giving if I'm trying to introduce someone to hip hop, I'm not giving them nothing with Pusha T in it.
Yeah.
They like that though. They like that.
I ain't giving them nothing with Pusha T.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, someone who's never been you got to start them off soft and show them like some good substance. You can't start them off too strong like that.
Can't start them off with nigga talking about selling crack.
No. When you listen to,
I'll say
he says it so eloquently. It's like you don't even realize he's talking about coke.
I'll say like if you're gonna introduce them with Kanye, I would say like what was that? Power is one of them. What was it?
Oh yeah.
Jesus Walks.
All of the lights.
Yeah, that too.
I don't know about Jesus Walks. Depending on who they are. Some people are not too Jesus friendly.
Yeah, that's why I asked you, where they from, religious and stuff like that. Because since they're in the middle of the country,
I wouldn't.
Yeah, they tend to be more religious.
I was like, this person listens to gospel, but they're not religious.
Yeah, but they would mind, not listening to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gray, you think middle of the country is more religious?
The middle of the country, yeah.
More religious than the Southern Belle?
No, not more than the Southern, but definitely not more than the Southern. But St. Louis, like what? That's then they consider the South, kind of. It's like the beginning of the South.
It's the Midwest.
No,
Midwest, but
you can't just make
the middle of the country.
You can't just make up your own rules. Gray, it's the Midwest. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like the South. It's the Midwest.
It's South. It's South. It's South-like.
We used to be confused about Texas. Like, was it Western or was it Southern?
I was never confused about Texas.
What do you consider it?
I always knew it was South.
I don't think Texas was confused about.
It's literally probably the most southern part of the country, right? Besides Florida.
Yeah, but when you have Cowboys culture, all that stuff, a lot of people consider it Western.
No, I don't.
Yeah. You see,
the people who don't know better. Because I see cowboy boots on these Mexicans and in Lake Worth.
Because you gotta think like Texas, like it's really large. It starts from like end of Louisiana, all the way back towards like past Oklahoma and New Mexico, all them.
Yeah, it's New Mexico.
It's a big ass state.
The middle of the country is white religious. The southern part of the country is black religious. And white religious.
And white religious, you're correct, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
The middle of the country,
and this person might be white. They're white or black?
The middle of the country is more white.
No, I'm saying this person that you're referring to.
Oh, they're.
It's a hypothetical person, Gray. It's not a real person.
He don't want to bend. I got to give him an answer.
It makes a big difference. Like if you're black, you'll be more accepting. As if you're white, this shit is foreign to you. It's a whole different culture shift.
You said if you're white, you're more accepting.
No, if you're black, you're more accepting to it because it's something that you could like perceive, okay, this is part of the culture. But as far as a white person, you already know, like, this is like foreign to me.
But you got to think, this is a grown person. This is a grown person who's had plenty of opportunity to listen to hip hop, and they chose never to listen to hip hop.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
listen
from
to all
what
this other type of
probably
music.
heard, yeah, from what they've been introduced to, yeah. You also, yeah, get them started with the old school, yeah. Pac is a good way to start. The good side of Pac, the fight the power. Pac, not the gangster Pac.
Well, the absurdity started with us saying that that hip hop turned 50
years old.
Yeah.
And there's some 50-year-old rappers right now who's been alive since hip hop started, probably seen it from beginning to end. I wonder if we talk to them, who would they say is the best out of all of them to ever do it? Would they give it to somebody like me? I'm part of the new school where I could say, well, I think LeBron's better than Jordan. I think Drake is better than Jay-Z. But I don't think a lot of people can't. I think a lot of people won't bend.
Well, they're saying Eminem is the best ever.
He's one of the best ever. That's one of the things. That's our next absurdity. He put it on there. He said, someone put it on this. A lot of people are capping for Eminem. Caping, or you say, yeah, capping. You say, you put a blue cap.
Caping.
He should be capping for. He's one of the GOATs. He's one of the best in hip hop. Hip hop's too.
They're not saying he's one of the best. They're saying he's the best overall. They're calling him rap god.
Yeah, but that's because hip hop likes to name one person at a time. But if
not everybody, everybody haven't got that name.
That's fine.
There's a few that have that name.
Everybody have not got that name.
Oh, there's a few that's have
nobody have gotten that name.
No, people have gotten names. People have gotten names like
not rap god. King is human. God, that's something different.
We have to.
King is human.
We have to make a chart.
They call him rap god because they call him rap god because he called himself a rap god. That's from the lyrics.
Really?
Yeah, he has a song called that. Rap.
That doesn't qualify it.
How do you think you get anything in hip hop?
What about Nas, who calls himself God's son? What about that?
Exactly. That's hip hop. They only give you what you claim, and then can you hold it?
That's just the name of his album. But Nas was never referred to as rap god. They never called rap Nas.
Jay-Z is another rap god. They call that. What's his name?
Jehovah.
Rap god.
Yes, they do. Jehovah. What do you think it's from? Jehovah from Jehovah Witness.
He called himself Jehovah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why people call him. People call him Hov.
People call him Hov. He don't just call himself that.
I think Jehovah has like Jehovah Witnesses.
No, but Jehovah as in God. That's why he's God. The rappers have that boldness about them. How they call themselves.
Yeah, but I would never put Eminem on it for my personal taste because his music doesn't move me.
Yeah.
Me too. There's some songs here and there I do like, but like overall, yeah, his subject really, yeah. I think he know how to rhyme. Yeah, he know how to maybe do everything like in the right way. But as far as like creativity, like it's plenty of rappers I'll say like that dwarfs him. Like
I don't know about that.
Plenty.
I don't know about that, Gray.
There is.
When it comes to
I understand people.
He's not fucking with Kiss. He's not fucking with Fab. He's not fucking with Kiss and Fab.
Nah, he'll watch Fab.
Come on.
He's not.
Where are you getting this stuff from, Gray? It's okay. It's all subjective. It's pretty crazy that you're saying that.
Everything is subjective.
Like, what do you think? Like, you mean like battle rapping? Because I've never seen Eminem lose to anybody in a battle.
You're talking some crazy stuff.
He's literally the guy who they say don't answer. He's going to answer to anybody. He don't care. He won't lose.
It's Kevin, man.
I can understand. I can say you can have your own subjective top five. Everybody's top five is going to be different. But if there's a Mount Rushmore, we need to step outside of ourselves and say, this guy belongs on this Mount Rushmore. When it comes to cadence, speed, lyrics, bars, storytelling, he got to be on there. But that's just me.
If most of the culture can't relate, how can we even put him on there? How?
The culture. See, this is where Nate be having a point. What is the culture? Does the culture belong to you? Who does this culture belong to?
Exactly.
And this is the issue right there. Black people have nothing. Nothing belongs to anybody. To us.
Shit belongs to us. You can
even when we create it, we have no restriction.
Yeah,
we don't
what belongs to you is what you can prove in court.
It's all inviting. You can't do that in any other genres. You can't do it.
You can do that in any genre.
What if the Mexicans said
that? Wow.
What if the Mexicans said you can't eat tacos?
We're over, bro. It's over. Let's not even talk about liberation. Let's not talk about growth or nothing.
That's why I had to leave. See, that's why I had to leave race behind.
You accept everything.
That's why I had to leave race behind in 2023. Niggas can't get past race. Everything you can't get. I gotta elevate past that, man. Everything comes back to
It's not even race. It's not even.
Niggas want credit for everything.
Genre.
Niggas want credit for whole genres. What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to lock down the whole hip hop genre and then just
you can't go in rock and do that. You can't go in country and do that.
Are we supposed to lock down the whole genre?
There are black rock stars.
But in hip hop, anything goes.
Listen, are we supposed to lock down?
What are you
talking about? Are we supposed to lock down
right?
all of hip hop and distribute the checks to all black people? How are we supposed to do that? How do we quantify it? It doesn't make sense. Niggas want the reparations and cuts and credit for shit they don't legally own the rights to.
Niggas don't own shit, yeah.
Yeah. So what's up?
Even when they create it, they don't own it.
It don't matter if you create it. You only get two things. It's by law. It's death or blood. That's how this country's run. Y'all don't like it one way, you go get it. You go take it.
We're try to go on the other side and with that attitude. See what they're gonna say to you.
That's great.
They're gonna tell you get the fuck out of here. We don't accept that shit.
Exactly. Listen, it's not. They're not gonna tell you. They're gonna either force you. It's power. Power begets power. Yeah, niggas in there got power, and niggas complaining that it's not fair.
Y'all bending.
It's not fair.
That's bending right there.
Life is not fair. You want it one way, but life is the other way. That's it. I can't. What good is it to just gripe and complain that people? And besides, the people that let white folks in hip hop are hip hop fans. You see a white guy doing something, motherfuckers be intrigued. Oh shit, this white guy killing it. No one loves a white person doing shit more than black people. White person goes to dancing. Oh, black folks. Yeah, exactly. Oh shit. Yeah. That person. Asian guy go to dancing. Oh shit. What are you talking about?
We're over accepting of everyone else.
We're accepting people. We're accepting.
Overly accepting.
Yeah, we are accepting. So what? So your problem should be with us. Not with them, because we're accepting.
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Who's the ones?
I do have a problem with y'all.
Yeah, you can't be mad at them for your problem.
I ain't gonna be mad at them. That's what I'm saying. They don't make it.
I'm mad at both. Both parties.
I need Brady to tell me which music genre is only for one race. Country only for white people is.
Not saying it's only one race, but they're not gonna allow anybody from the outside to come in.
Listen, let me tell you there's some of the biggest rock stars are black rock stars. Lenny Kravitz, Jimi Hendrix.
And do they call them gods? Do they call them rock star gods? No, they don't.
They're in the Hall of Fame.
Lionel Richie was just complaining on an award, say he never got anything.
Who?
On stage.
Who?
What was it?
Lionel Richie?
Lil Richard was it? Yeah, Lil Richard.
They did Lil Richard.
Yep, Lil Richard. Okay, exactly.
But niggas got done dirty. This is America.
One of the best. Did they call him rock god? Hell no.
People get done dirty. You're right. What about James Brown?
So we can't do anybody dirty. Listen, we need to do some people dirty. Let's start with Eminem.
Hold on 1 second, please. What about James Brown? What about Earth, Wind, and Fire? All these black rocks.
Y'all proving my point. You see, you proving my point.
I'm not. No, all these
proving my point.
All these people are naming are Hall of Famers.
Proving my point. Exactly.
These are black Hall of Famers.
What is that? Restrictions.
I don't know if you guys noticed yet, but anytime you come up with a point, Greg just takes whatever he wants from it and say you're proving his point.
Yeah.
You're saying the same thing I'm saying.
You're not. Listen to what I'm saying real quick.
He's not.
These black rock stars that I'm naming, these are all Hall of Famers. These are great rock stars, and they're black.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Why is it that we can't have great white hip hop artists? We can have black,
because
we can have great.
They're great, but guess what? They never got nominated for being great. They were never called rock star god. Never. In fact, they weren't even getting awards. Other people were getting awards. Come on, man.
I mean,
he was on stage. In fact, we got the video. He was on stage complaining about it. Say,
I'm not telling you something. That has nothing. What you're talking about are people caping. I don't know that they're caping from. To me, if it was someone random like out the blue, if you want to say Macklemore at last minute.
I'm also not saying the man is not great. I'm saying the man is nice.
Eminem's up there.
He does things right. But
we're putting too much. We're putting too much. We're putting too much whiteness. We're putting too much whiteness on Eminem. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're saying that he got it because he's white, but that's not fact.
That's part of it.
He's the best. He's one of the best.
That's a big part of it. That's a big part of it. He appealed to a larger audience. In fact, that's the reason why they brought him in hip hop, because so he can capture a large group of middle America, middle class, lower class of group of white men. Yeah,
now
white people,
Gray's an architect.
So who are we?
Hip-hop.
So who are we mad at? So we're mad at Eminem because he attracts more people.
I'm not mad. Ain't nobody mad. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, okay,
so
we hold him way over ourselves, even though like most of us don't even relate to him.
Recognition because
most of us don't relate to him. We're holding him over ourselves. Like we don't even play his music like that.
What do you mean? Who don't play his music?
It ain't us.
Listen, you don't have to play his music to recognize that he's one of. A lot of people don't play.
How you know we keep making excuses.
Listen,
you see?
A lot of people don't play Kendrick's music. A lot of people don't play Kendrick's music, but they'll tell you he's one of the GOATs, right? A lot of people don't listen to Nas, but they'll tell you he's one of the GOATs. I don't listen to Nas, and I'll tell you, hey, this guy got bars. He got lyrics. You gotta step outside of yourself and be like, hey, this guy, he got it. And it's not just skin color, or it's not just his appeal to a large amount of people. He just got the juice. That's all.
Well, speaking of him too, like I just saw this too. What's his name? Bubba Sparks just said he failed to live up to the upcoming of the second Eminem.
He couldn't do it because he's not talented enough to do it.
Whoever told him he was the second coming. Who labeled him the second?
Who lied
coming?
to Bubba? Timberland must have lied to him and told him that. I don't know who lied to him and told him that.
He had a big hit. He had some big hits. He did. He had some big hits. He did.
Timberland must have lied to him and told him that.
He did. When he first came out, he had what was that big hit? Then he had Booty Rockin' Everywhere. What? Come on.
Yeah.
I thought the second coming of Eminem was Joyner Lucas. When I heard Joyner Lucas, I was like, "Oh, this is Eminem 2.0."
A black guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are looking at race. I'm talking about rap here. I'm not talking about
okay.
See, I know you guys always have to bring race.
Yeah, I know who he is.
You guys always have to bring race.
No, that's Nate. I know who he is. I know who he is.
If you're talking about just skill set, then yeah.
What are you mentioning a black guy? So what do you?
What else would I be talking about? We're talking about rap, ain't we?
I thought that's what Bubba Sparks meant, because in no way could he have met it lyrically. I thought he had to mean Mike Skin Color.
He's not talented enough to be the next Eminem.
That's what I mean. Exactly.
But Joyner Lucas is.
Oh, truly, exactly. Joyner Lucas is. But that's what I'm saying. I don't get where the fuck Bubba Sparks get off at talking about he's going to be the next Eminem. It don't make no sense.
Because people just looking at the skin color. That's all they look. That's the problem. They're just looking at the skin color. They're not realizing this guy Eminem is different. Black or white, he's different.
Yeah. Whenever the conversation comes, they're talking about album sales, streamings, which, okay, you could add that too if you're going to hold it towards that metric. But as far as everything else, I mean,
numbers don't lie, Gray.
Yeah, on that metric.
Okay. Numbers don't
lie. Let me give you something. Okay, that dude, Psy from from South Korea. He had one of the biggest. I think he had the biggest numbers. I think on YouTube, as far as streaming. I think he was the first one to reach 1 billion. Say if we accepted him into hip hop, you gonna say he's the greatest because of his numbers?
Who?
Psy from South Korea. You know, hey, sexy lady.
That's a one-off. If that motherfucker had a 10-year hit,
that's a one hit. Yeah.
So you would have said he's the greatest wonder? Because he had more streams.
If he was doing that for 10 years straight,
if you're adapting into hip hop, I'll say,
he was doing that for 10 years
okay,
straight.
You know what? Just do this hip hop now. He'll be the greatest, right?
Yes. If he was doing that for 10 years straight,
you're adding
playing his music, and they're playing his music.
Now you're adding more metrics. See? Come on.
Nothing. You just asked me a question. I answered the question. He's putting up those numbers for 10 years straight, and they're playing his music in hip hop clubs, at strip clubs.
10 years come into play.
Longevity does matter, Gray.
How it comes into play because that's how long Eminem was doing it. That's why he's one of the greatest. He's been doing it for longer than 10 years. You can say, how long has Eminem been out? When did My Name come out?
Almost 20 years.
My Name has come out.
Over 20 years,
for a while.
About
what,
20?
Early 2000?
Yeah. I was being nice by saying 10 years. This guy's been doing it for 20.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. We know when he came out. Yeah.
All right, what else y'all want to get into hip hop? Y'all beating a dead horse right now with this.
This is blasphemy. You know, Greg trying to get this blasphemy on him, though. He's trying to.
Yeah,
I don't know.
okay.
Gray can't see past that color. That's all.
That's what it is. Yeah, you gotta take that. That's that America. That's that hold America has on black people.
Well, tell the rest of America to do so. Maybe I can take mine down.
America has a massive psychological hold on black people.
Talk to America first.
That even when outside blacks spotted, black Americans here, black folks here, they just don't get it. That's why they hate Akon now. Any outsider that comes and critique that don't see the world in the spectrum of black and white because they don't live it, because they weren't in a system that's all held by it, we call them a coon, or they don't get it, or they gonna pass it. Speaking of, I don't know if this is even hip hop, but just this past week, you seen how they were saying how there was saying how Chris Rock was pandering to white folks all along. They're saying, and I didn't know if that was a thing. I can't say he was or wasn't, but I mean, they were shocked. Like, wasn't this Chris Rock?
I'll say majority of black folks pander every day.
So what's the problem?
I'll say this too.
Niggas love the front. Niggas know.
Majority of white privilege comes from black people. We give a lot of privilege to them.
Yeah. And niggas like the front like they don't. We like to hold other motherfuckers accountable for shit we don't do.
Yeah, we do a lot of fake.
They want Chris Rock to act any kind of way.
We do a lot of hypocrisy, a lot of fakery, a lot of
That's what it
is. Like he ain't got white bosses just like we do.
Yeah, like he ain't got to live in America. That's what.
Yeah, I think the power structure gives white privilege.
Yeah, it's a privilege. Motherfuckers, it's the same people that be critiquing Jay-Z. Oh, why the hell he works for the NFL now? Oh, he's just doing the white man's bidding. They over here straight disrespecting Jay-Z. I don't know why y'all, Jay-Z and Beyonce, y'all don't understand. Once you're in that billionaire class, you don't understand. They don't really give a damn about us. So what? Why y'all same shit as any other white
person? They give a damn? What they got to give a damn about it?
That's another thing. Yeah, it's crazy.
Worrying about rich people problems. Rich people shit.
All right, sticking to hip hop, you got your girl Iggy Azalea makes a OnlyFans, and 24 hours later she grosses $300K.
Yeah,
yep.
Juno, send me the link.
You know, Nate's doing that. Be subscribed.
I know you subscribe.
That's great. And
I still don't understand this whole OnlyFans thing. How these people are becoming rich off of OnlyFans when all these porn sites are free.
There's niggas out here. Niggas are weirdos. What are you gonna do? Pornhub's been free, and people are still paying for the subscription to Pornhub. I guess you have to unlock the access videos, but some people want.
Yeah, let me get your Pornhub password while we at it. Right?
Yeah, I don't have a Pornhub password because I don't have I didn't even think it was needed enough to even create an account. You get all the content for free without logging in. Why do you need to create an account?
There's some shit. There's some parts you can't get to. You see a video, you're like, oh, this is a nice link right here, and it got that red bar under it. You can't get to that. You got to have that subscription.
I've never paid for porno.
Never. That's all I'm saying.
Never. That's these new niggas.
It doesn't make sense too. That's what I don't get.
All right, what else we got in hip hop? What else we got in hip hop?
What else we have in hip hop? So you have the Iggy. Okay, so Iggy on here, these girls out here monetizing their body. You have Lotto this past week. She went on there. Haters. Motherfuckers gonna hate. They seen Lotto with some leopard print underwears, and then they seen her in another video with leopard underwear. They're talking about Lotto wearing the same underwears. So Lotto had to go and drop a video, show you her drawers, showing that she has like 7 to 10 of these leopard print underwear, among all the others. And she had to monetize it. She said, matter of fact, these ones that I have here on me, I'm gonna auction these off. And the girl was up almost $100,000 before eBay had to yank it offline.
Yeah, eBay hate, man.
That's the best thing when you take these niggas hate and you find a way to monetize it. That's what niggas have. Greg's gonna say, how the hell we made her famous and she monetized her underwear? Us niggas should have had that. That's what you.
Nah, what? Nah, I'm for it, bro.
That's what you gotta do.
Look, and my mentality, money's there to get got.
That's what white folks say.
I don't. Money's there to get got.
That's
what Eminem said about hip hop.
That's what he said. This shit's gonna get.
Exactly. And y'all stand back and give him extra and give him more.
Y'all get got.
Yeah, y'all
niggas there to get got. Y'all niggas is there to get got. You're right.
I only give Eminem what he deserves. That's it. What he worked for.
Y'all niggas get. I
don't give him no extra.
Either you're a capitalist or you're not, bro. What are you?
I'm very capitalist. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Okay, so If the
Yeah,
white man,
let Eminem eat.
if the white man wants to eat, he eating. What are we supposed to do?
Well, except for niggas, huh? Niggas can't
Because he's
eat.
not stopping nobody. He's not stopping nobody else from eating. People who don't want to listen to Eminem, they don't have to listen to Eminem. They can listen to anybody they want to.
Yeah, I'm saying we don't give ourselves that much praise though. I'm just, but okay. Well, I can't expect that though. I guess.
What we do.
So eBay takes the thing down, saying that it violates their used clothes policy.
Yes.
Their used
Cause she go sell
policy
them somewhere.
something.
Cause she go sell them somewhere else.
Yeah,
Exactly.
She should have just put it
Because
on
I
her
really
website.
don't think.
Yeah, she could do it she could sell it direct.
Nobody's really gonna pay for that 95,000, whatever thousand it was, though. People go. You on eBay, you can bid all day. She could have been on there just tapping away, bidding. Ain't nobody buying that. we know how faking numbers works.
Yeah,
She just tried to turn the negative. She just tried to turn a negative into a positive.
I posted. I say, y'all niggas be unpathetic, man. Yo,
95K. Who the hell is not? Now I don't want to sound like I'm hating, but who the hell is Lotto for me to buy, for anybody to buy her pants for 95K? Who's that guy?
None of these celebrities might do it. I'm not one of these celebrities.
That guy is not checking for Lotto. That guy could go get some panties from a fine random chick in the mall for $100.
But they don't do that though. For some reason,
$10,000.
For some reason, celebrities don't do that though. It's weird. I don't know. For some reason, it's almost like they have a cult. Like it's like they got a contract. Like they gotta stay within this group amount of females. Even though this one, this guy had it, she got to get passed on to the next guy and the next guy and the next guy. Like it's weird.
What do you mean?
That's just about proximity.
Like
that's a 360 deal. That's all.
Yeah, in like the celebrity world, not just hip hop, but it's almost like they only like mess with like the same girls, the same woman. Like even
it's
like
proximity, bro. It's proximity. They already broke this down. It's proximity. You date the people you're around.
Yeah, the same people that your other colleague was with.
Yeah, nigga, just like proximity. Just like if you live in a city, it's not like you're getting unless you get.
It's not just like us. I mean, they have the world to themselves. They could go get anybody else. Why deal with the same?
They can't just go get anybody else. There's certain tax brackets they can't be with. There's certain demographics they're not gonna be with. Like I know people might talk about like
tax bracket for the woman that they're with.
Like people passing around Lori Harvey. Like people talk about Lori Harvey, but who else is she gonna date? She has to.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about just Lori Harvey, but she's one of them.
And Kim K,
look at
Amber Rose,
Matt Barnes,
any of them.
Derek Fisher. Like what the F? Y'all niggas was on the same team.
Work together.
G Herbo and Moneybag Yo.
You got a work wife. You know how it is.
Okay, so they work wives.
Yeah, niggas just living life, bro. You just gotta let them live.
All right. Other news in hip hop: Drake becomes the first artist to hit 75 billion. Is it hip hop artists or just artists in general?
He's the first artist in general to hit 75 billion streams.
That's important.
The GOAT, Drake out here is a beast. Of course, he got the machine behind him. If he had ever went solo or went what's the name, he'd never got those numbers.
The rap god Drake.
Yep.
You can accept that one, Gray. He's half black. You can accept that one.
But he's also Jewish. So think about it, because he's also Jewish.
Somewhat. Since he's having one partially accepted, yeah. Oh man.
We spoke about this last week. DJ Mustard was in court. I guess his baby mama was trying to hit him for that $80K a month. Looks like it got reduced to $19K a month. Is that verified?
Even that's a lot. God damn.
So he got 3 or 4 kids. Whatever, been there for like 20 years since high school sweetheart, something like that.
3 or 4. So
does that make that number justifiable? Right? I think so, right?
20 grand a month. He
That's
it.
like
He been with his
four
girl for a
bands.
long
It's not too
time.
bad. It's not too bad. Four
It
band,
make
about 5 band each, 4-5 band each.
Yeah, he got
makes
it. You know,
sense.
it's his wife. You know
50
what I'm
was
saying?
paying.
He's going back to his kids. You know,
50,
there's no trust in place that you can make sure majority go to your kids and some go to spousal support. But you just got to chalk it up. That 20, he got it. That little 20 a month, he'll adjust it if he takes a loss. But what are
She's
you
gonna
gonna
do her nails or hair, get that new Benz,
do? You gotta, yeah, kind of what was there.
and then she gonna claim she
You
a boss
gotta
bitch.
you gotta keep up the same facade or whatever lifestyle she had when she was with him for the kids. She has to keep that same lifestyle up. She has to keep her hair looking good, her nails looking good, because that's what the kids is used to seeing mommy looking like. That's all. That's all part of it. We used to go on vacations all the time with mommy and daddy, and now it's just mommy, but we still want to go on these vacations. We want to go to Paris. We want to go to Disney World. Somebody got to pay for this.
Yeah, that nigga. I don't have no problem with them giving her 19, unless he was asking for custody. Niggas not asking for custody and be get mad when they get hit with these fees.
What do you mean with the fees? Exactly. Yeah. Well, then he not asking for joint custody. Exactly. You got to pay the dues.
Yeah.
Not that you home. You know the brother of it. Not that you're an active father. You home with your kids. You know the difference. You know the difference. Niggas out here complaining about fees and you actually putting in time. You're like, bro, if I can pay a fee, you know there's a difference.
Give up the time.
Yeah.
But listen, I know people who walk away from their kids for free. They're not paying no child support, none of that. Just be like, oh, you know what? I'm moving on. I got a new family. I got a family right over. I got a son and a daughter over here, but that's old news.
But that's a big part of the community, yeah. Because I mean, like, you get with these dudes that ain't got shit. The stick can't take shit from them. Yeah, they ain't shit. You know, they can't give you shit. They can't get shit out of them. They can't. You know, don't even have a location. They don't have an address. Ain't got no big account. Don't know how they getting money. So hey,
come to find out, that's a real thing. I'm finding out from my single Black female friends that there is dudes out here who are homeless and literally don't have no home, but they just bounce around from girl to girl.
They're the most desired. They're the most desired too.
That's how they sleep.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah, they're the most desired too.
You don't be asking your female friends how they dumbass get pregnant by these niggas.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they get pregnant.
I'm not saying
they get pregnant. I'm just saying that those dudes stay there for a while and continue until you find out, oh, this guy, he ain't got no house. He ain't got nowhere else to go. That's why he's here. He's not just trying to come out here and spend time with me and just chill for a weekend or for a week. He's not really just taking off time to go travel across the country and stay with me for a week like he said. He really ain't got nowhere else to go. He spent the last money in his checking account to get the flight here. And now he's just lounging on my couch for a while.
Why is it? Why does this only work on women?
Because they're dumb, gullible. Maybe I don't want to say dumb.
Damn.
Because I would know if I'm fucking a homeless chick.
Let me take that back.
Damn. Yeah, we got nomads.
You think so?
Nomads.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I think they're just. I think bums are just as smart whether they're female or male.
But it's only the females.
Emotional intelligence.
Schemes.
Emotional.
Drop them off at the same spot. Drop them off in front of the complex.
I mean, these dudes. I mean, yeah,
they'll come up with something.
They're gonna overcompensate too. They're gonna they're gonna show out the most. They're gonna do the most. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to put in work somewhere else.
And I do know a single chick that was fucking a homeless guy. Nigga was giving her good game, bro.
She knew.
She found out after that nigga got arrested.
Oh yeah, well,
for some other shit.
Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing. No, but if you know he's homeless, then that's wild. That's absurd.
She didn't know, but
they know, man. They go for these type of dudes. They purposely like these dudes who ain't got nothing.
Yeah, they purposely like bummy dudes, maybe, but they're not purposely liking homeless dudes that sleep on the street.
Bro, and this year right now, in this year we're in right now, if you're bummy, you're most likely you're homeless. Like you're close to being homeless, especially the prices of cribs and rents and all that shit. hell, even working people can barely, do it. You know what I'm saying? And depending where you live too. Like, so if you're in the big cities, yeah, it's a high chance you probably are.
How the hell we get on homeless
Yeah.
people?
I don't know.
Deadbeat dads? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
DJ
yeah,
Mustard. We started going down.
Hip hop, yeah, I got Lil Duval, a secret hater.
Yeah, Lil Duval, he spoke on Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber sold a partial of his catalog for 200 million. Duval came out and said, nah, Bieber sold his catalog for 200 million. That just lets you know how much these other niggas is capped. And made me realize, Duval always throwing a subtle shade. It takes a
Yeah.
To everybody else.
yeah, it takes a Florida nigga to realize a Florida hater. He makes it
Yeah.
seem like it's a joke, but that nigga be hating.
We understand how we talk.
Yeah, he said the same thing about Kanye. You about to see how much of a billionaire boy really wasn't. As if the whole system isn't switching on. Like he lied about being a billionaire. This is a nigga that still
that nigga's still a billionaire. I mean,
this is a guy to this day. That's a guy that I really don't want. This is a guy that I already know that to this day. I'm gonna hold a comedian till I hold comedians. This guy got no specials. So that lets me know he's been running the same material since we've been watching him since Comic View. I haven't been to a Duval show, but I can guarantee you that motherfucker doing the same routine.
of course.
People you see that don't have specials that you
on
see
his
here
stories,
about him, just like what's buddies and I be on Vlad doing that's supposed to be on a pod that
TK?
what's his
TK
name?
Kirkland?
TK Kirkland. These motherfuckers been doing the same material for over 40 years. I judge the comedians almost like I judge rappers. These niggas ain't cooking up nothing new. So every now and then they get a one-off and they try to do the same. Duval is now more known for his music than he is for his comedy. You know what I'm saying? His little satires every now and then. So he tries to make that, but he ain't never really touched that comedy bag. Because he already did a special and got a one-off. Lots of his peers came after him and lapped him. You know what I'm saying? So he don't really know what the real money is in hip hop. He's talking about what money. He don't really know.
Yeah, he's more of a hood comedian. Yeah.
Yeah, he's out here looking from the outside in, out here trying to make it seem because he got his little property in Bahamas. So, he's like, I got what these other rappers have. Yeah, you got it in Bahama price, nigga. Real money over here. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, he to the outside looking, and he want to make it seem like he's just the head to head. It ain't the same money. He's not the same level.
He's part of it. Yeah, you're not a part.
You gotta tell
Duval might be in our network if we're being real.
Listen, you gotta tell Duval. There's niggas.
Listen.
Yeah, there's
levels.
levels. He's not Kevin Hart. He's not Dave Chappelle, but
Duval might be in our level, bro.
Okay, when you say there's hood, he's a upper hood.
He's higher.
Let's say upper hood.
He's one tier of just jumping.
How many followers he got?
Okay, he's not performing in the hood, but he'll be Midtown.
Yeah,
Midtown Club. Okay.
Yeah.
Duval can say what he want to say.
Damn, they got
we've always known older dudes in our community to be the haters, especially towards the younger crew. And I know that with that comment he just made, that's just throwing shade.
Nate,
he's just throwing shade at these younger dudes.
Nate, you might be
so
right.
What he's trying to say, like I saw it too, is like, so is Future capping? Is Irv Gotti capping? Is who else?
Yeah, I was exactly. There's plenty of niggas that got that magic. It's the math. That's what he's holding.
Justin Timberlake capping? You can't say just JT capping.
He's trying to say if Bieber's getting this,
Dre capping, Dre definitely ain't capping. But you gotta say Bieber's an artist. He doesn't get as much of a percentage of his catalog. And he got in as a kid too. Yeah, so they did screw you over. Yeah.
They got
gave him a little
my
extra.
boy Duval net worth on the internet at 1.5 million.
That's just a regular lotto winner.
That's not even a lotto winner. Lotto winner way more than that.
Yeah.
That's the scratch off.
That's a scratch off. That's a scratch off winner. I'll take a scratch. I'll take a little 1.3.
Lil Duval living good.
1.3 scratch off.
Lil Duval living good, but yeah, he flexing. He flexing about the Bahamas shit because there's niggas that live in America that live in the Bahamas.
He might as well say he a passport, bro.
That's all he's doing.
Oh man, that's right off the coast. That's right off the coast. Yeah, right. Come on, man. use what you call that, this propeller planes to get there. You don't even use like the full airline, the full
But
size.
coming from where Duval came from, he came from where we came from, and he's made it. He's talking about people's business he don't have no business talking about because he's not at that bracket. But coming from where he came from, he definitely made it.
No, of course. But to tell people they're capping, yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, you don't know nothing about
you ain't seen half of that number.
You're worth 1.3 whatever million.
Yeah, you ain't seen nowhere near that number.
These people we can't even be talking about.
Listen, Duval broke his leg and they had to fly him back to the US. Real money ain't gotta leave Bahamas. You know what I'm saying? For a broken leg to get surgery. Real money can stay right in Bahamas and get the surgery.
Right, because you could fly in your surgeon.
You can fly in your surgeon, and you think rich? There's plenty of wealthy folks retired in Bahamas. You think anytime they need procedures, they have to come back to the States? You got doctors that have practices over there that they charge a little extra.
That nigga got American insurance. He had to come back.
Exactly. Listen. That's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers go online and just pretend things. It's crazy to me. I was like, it's kind of wild. I fuck with Duval, but he be doing a little subtle shade all the time on this little light hating stuff. You know what I'm saying? He be throwing these little jabs. You know what I'm saying? I seen it happen even when Tory was going to jail, making fun of Tory's dad and all. Like, damn, nigga, down right now. He's still kicking the boy. Jesus. The pylon. He's part of the pylon. You know what I'm saying? I done seen the public change against Duval right now. That's what happened. Duval gets super hot, and then right when everyone's on something, they realize that he hasn't been cleaned up PR wise yet. So cancel culture try to get him. He's like, all right, I'll go back to my home. I'll go back to the people that understand me. The Duval public, he goes right back to Black Twitter where he belongs. He was right where his people's at. That's his bread and butter. With that, Black Twitter's nothing but haters anyways. I already tell you that. Yeah. So that's where he's getting it from. So he goes right to the customer.
Yeah, that's a toxic pot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a toxic pot. So he goes right there. But to me, that kind of drawing like, damn, man, that shit is crazy that you would actually think like that.
Like when you see a post and it like catches your eye, then you go down into the comments and you're like, let me see what these people got to say about this. And it's like the first couple of comments are pretty much the same ideals throughout the whole comment list. Duval is one of those people that he throws gas to the fire. He'll put something in your head that wasn't already in your head and make you start thinking about it. Oh yeah, that's right. And make people mad about things that they don't need to be mad about. Make them think about things they shouldn't even be thinking about, but somebody put it in your head, which is Duval, and now you're thinking about it. And now we're thinking, oh, maybe this dude was capping. Maybe this dude was capping, or maybe this dude was capping when they said they got so and so many millions for their catalog. Putting that idea in your head, but we didn't need that idea in our head.
I mean, a lot of us we know. We know Irving ain't got a cap. We know Future ain't got a cap. We know Dre ain't got a cap. We know JT got a cap.
Future cap. Future about that $25 million mansion in Florida. Shit, basketball players work to get. You ain't never seen no fucking athlete, no rapper get that. Not in that caliber. You got to be touching real bread.
What was it? Was it that Bentley?
After he sold his catalog, he bought that $25 million estate in Miami.
Yeah, it's a Bentley penthouse, I think.
Yeah. You ain't seen rappers touch that.
That shit different. Like you just drive your car, you bring it up to your apartment.
That's baby money.
An elevator, yeah.
That's executive money. You don't really see rappers touch that. For you to saying that, they're like, come on, bro. Like rappers, we're in the age right now. They're buying catalogs. They're buying it for crazy prices. If you get a sucker enough to pay whatever you want, it goes like that. I don't see what was the difference.
Yeah, and if you're saying these other artists are capping, then Justin Bieber could also be capping, right?
Come on, man.
That's what he tried to say. Exactly. He tried to make it seem like Bieber is clapping. Like, this man's wilding.
Come on. Well, he can't, like wrap his head around that type of money. That's just what it is. Yeah. All right, what we got next?
What are we on now? So we had Duval hating ass Duval. We had our one-hit. Well, okay, I asked our one-hit wonder is making are they getting like a second chance in hip hop? I feel like rappers we thought that were trash in the beginning, either through consistency or finally taking hip hop serious, they're coming out and making either better music and they're getting a chance to reinvent themselves. So even like a 21
give me an example. Who are you talking?
Even like a 21. When 21 first came out.
That's an example. That's an example you're giving me right now. 21.
21? Yeah,
Not
for real.
21. Well,
One hit
when
wonder
21
and is
came
not
out.
making a resurgence.
Well, no, 21.
21.
Well, 21. 21 just got listed as, I believe, was a Complex of the rapper of the, was it Complex? What was it last year?
They gave
2022
best
rapper of the year, lyricist of the year.
some shit like that. Which I was like,
so to go from 21 when he first came out, they're like, this nigga sound like he's talking on the record, to becoming a lyricist of the year.
But he wasn't like a
you're
one hit
just
wonder
talking
though.
about opinion. Now you're talking about your opinion.
It's not
right now,
opinion.
'cause
He
in the
got- he
beginning,
got-
nobody said he was trash.
Oh, people did used to say 21 was trash in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
big time.
did. Yeah, they
People
did.
like, what the fuck is
He did got better though. He did get better.
Oh, he gotten way better.
Yeah.
Before he wasn't rapping on
he
beat.
had that weird cadence, you know. That
He used to rap like Silk the Shocker off beat. Remember?
Yeah.
Now you don't have
a cadence.
Yeah, now you don't rap
It's a
on
weird
beat.
cadence. Listen,
Now
it's a weird cadence. But listen, Nate, you told me this. You said the hardest thing for a rapper to do is come up with his own style. He came up with his own style. It's a weird cadence. He still sticks to it today. He sounds like he's talking when he's rapping. Nobody else is doing it. If they're doing it, they got it from him because he started it. It's just your ears wasn't developed enough to realize how great he was before. That's all that was.
nah, that nigga's still trash.
Yeah.
21, you tripping.
Well,
You ain't listened to that Her Loss?
He's been a
He's
little
good.
boy,
He's all right, but he ain't no damn best lyricist of 2022.
Oh, this whole generation, no, they
All
not.
that. No, I wouldn't give him all that. But
I
top
wouldn't
10?
even put him top. I'm not even putting him top 10.
Okay, lyricists.
Top 10 of what?
No. Top
Of
10
this generation?
artists. Top 10 artists of 2022 hip hop. He's up
Yeah,
there.
you got to
Lyricists, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say he's top 10 for 2022.
I wouldn't put lyricists on any of these guys. Maybe Kendrick or Cole or
yeah. There's few lyricists.
Other than that, these guys, they're not lyricists. They're not
the best.
Whatever that new shit they're trying to do. That's yeah. I mean, they could do that, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna introduce somebody like who never heard to hip hop you can't bring these guys up. Exactly. That just goes to show you that.
I mean, not only that, 21's one. You have what's the name? He hasn't dropped no music because he's been trying to say he wants to be taken as a lyric. He's been in the studio writing his music, getting better and better. What's the other one? Not Blueface. Blueface is still trash.
That's why when you said he's trying to get better, I'm like, that's the first thing that popped up.
Yeah, he seems like he don't care. I'm talking about the one that was part of not Ugly God. Even Ugly God, he hasn't been out for a while. He says he's been working on his penmanship. The one that was part of is he QC or quality control?
You talking about Yachty?
Yachty.
Big trash.
He was big trash. We didn't hear him for a while. He's been in the lab working. That's why he said he's been fine tuning stuff. He don't want to be known as just a mumble rapper. So I'm glad that hip hop actually gives people a chance to come back out and retake the shit serious and see if it's good.
We're gonna come
that's the type of stuff that kind of like dilutes hip hop when we let them get into the forefront and then let them learn. Let them learn. He should have been doing this before he got his first big hit, before he got a single. Before he got
to Joe Budden.
I don't need to listen to him practice. What he's been doing is practicing.
Well, I mean, the game let him in off of practice. I can't blame him. If you get the game off the rap game off of half-assing and still get the blow up, how you gonna be mad? You get blow up. But now that you're there, you be like, I'm gonna take it serious. I'm gonna really try this. I think even Lil Pump as of late still been trying to go back and get better because people keep asking him, Lil Pump, sorry. People ask him, do you feel like the J. Cole thing was right?
Too acceptance, man. See, that's what I'm saying.
Every once in a while, that Gucci gang,
gotta have some restrictions.
Gucci gang, pop up on my shit.
Restrictions create value.
That Gucci gang come up on my playlist every once in a while. I'll be like, this nigga's trash for this song here. Gucci gang. On that.
Imagine any other genre where you could like come in and do it like where you could be like off like what you call it, off their script like that and still be able to let it fly. Didn't gonna accept it.
Gray,
that's why this genre is the best genre.
Yeah.
Creativity to another level. Look at the dude Uzi. What that song he just put out? That's one of Nate's favorite songs. How it go, Nate?
I'm not fucking with that.
Was it?
It's popular. That
Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead.
No, not that one. That song's fire.
It is fire. Yeah, it is. It is. I give up that. I like that. I be singing like at the top of my head too.
All my friends are dead.
What is it called?
That's classic hip hop.
Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. I don't know
the name of the song. It's called.
I forgot what's the name.
Uzi. It's called like Uzi Tour or something. EXO Tour or something like that.
Yeah.
But the new one that Nate likes is the I just want to rock. I just want to body yada.
He does the dance too. He does it.
Maybe in the car he be.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Hit that. He's doing a little tapping. Yeah, out here. I hope that song come out this weekend when we out. So you see Nate do his little dance.
Well, you know they play nothing but TikTok music in the clubs nowadays, so you will hear that shit.
I be hearing these shits on my TikTok or like on my feed all day long, and then finally, like when I hear it like on the radio or something, I'd be like, "Oh, this is a real song."
Yeah, you be thinking it'd be like 60-minute, 30-second little skits and stuff.
That's
but it's an actual song.
Literally, that Uzi shit. I thought it was just a little clip. Now that's the whole song. They actually play it on the radio. I'm riding to work in the morning, turn on the radio. TikTok clip. I just want to rock.
Well, he's adjusting. I'll give him that. He's adjusting. So,
but Lil Uzi Vert can actually rap though if he raps when he raps.
Oh yeah, that his first big hit that all my friends are dead shit bars.
Yeah, Uzi can actually rap when he wants to rap. So he's just I don't know what you call it. Is he taking advantage of it? You know, I don't know what it. Sometimes people like their audience gives them some people's fan base give them the leniency or the room to explore or to just have fun.
That's what the culture is calling for is for this TikTok type of music. So that's what he's giving.
Yeah. I feel Uzi's on that, Kodak Black. A lot of these artists, is their fans give them the leeway to kind of have fun sometimes give them trash, sometimes give. In our era, the artists had to do nothing but fire. We weren't trying to hear no trash. In this era, we accept some trash with it. We create a playlist. We're like, all right, no problem. We'll take this without that. We swap it out. But we grew up in the era where everything had to be fire.
Exactly. Wow.
So, it's just a different time.
Facts. All right, so you next in hip hop, you got your boy Chris Brown going through some tax issues with the IRS. They say that boy owed $4 million.
Damn.
So they
threatened to take the house.
If you owe $4 million, that means you had to make at least 16.
Yep.
Yeah, he did. He probably does. Yeah.
So nigga making bread, pay the fucking IRS, bro.
Yeah, you done got the crib, you done got them cars, you done paying trips, expensive meals, all that, tricking,
It says it in the Bible. Romans 13, verse 7.
What do you mean?
Pay what you owe.
Yeah, I mean he'll be able to pay it. He just need to do one tour. I mean, he should have paid it when he was, charging these females $1,000 to take pictures with him. I mean, I don't know how much he made off of that, but hey. Yeah, well, he could generate it.
What else y'all niggas got for me this week?
What is it? Was that the last one in hip hop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last one in hip hop. That was oh no, we the last I forgot that we didn't put that. Your boy Young Thug's trial. You're supposed to put that on. You never did it.
Oh yeah.
Was it 3 or 4 of his co-defendants?
3. Yeah, 3 of his defendants got charged with stabbing.
Stabbing somebody inside the jail.
Yeah.
Now was it
these
somebody involved in
dudes
the
is
case,
ridiculous.
or was it just like somebody else in jail?
I feel like the prosecution. I feel like these guys are doing a real hard time to make me not believe what the prosecution's painting them as.
They're doing too much.
They're doing
drug deals.
They're doing drug deals in the middle of the courtroom.
Come on.
Live,
they want to be
bro.
free.
They don't want to be
They
free.
don't. They don't
Listen,
want to
that
be
was
free.
not a
They don't want
drug
to be
deal.
free.
Look like
Still,
they're
I
trying
know
to
it
get
wasn't
him.
okay. It wasn't
Since
a
when?
drug deal
They're
because
trying to
there
get
was
him
no
found guilty. They're
Since
trying to get him.
there was
since
no
when
drug. It
giving
wasn't
your
a drug deal
friend?
because there was no money involved. But come on, why are you handing drugs to somebody
Yeah,
in the
that's
middle
what
of a
we
courtroom?
need to call it what it is. It's a friend giving another friend some drugs. I do that shit all the time. I didn't gave Nate some
if you want
drugs.
your freedom,
I didn't give you
if you
some
want your
drugs,
freedom, that's
Swerve.
not the place to do it.
Yeah, but it's not a drug deal. That's just
Speaking
putting
of
some.
drugs,
That's just putting
speaking
some.
of drugs, what you bringing on Sunday?
Listen,
Well, he cash app it. So
I
you don't see
ordered.
nobody.
I ordered some.
You sell a cash app.
I
You don't have
ordered
to
some
like
stuff. I just got to
change
make
money
it.
in ends anymore.
You made that butter?
Yeah.
What you made with the butter?
Right now, I'm about to make some oil and make some gummies for this weekend.
Oh damn!
So I got y'all covered. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Nate said he's bringing the shrooms.
What shrooms again? I'm not getting no shrooms. I had a connect on those, but they've been all out. The mushroom candy bars.
Sounds good. All right. Well, we jumping into pop culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right. What y'all got in pop culture?
Let me see. Pop culture.
Nate, what the hell is you doing, bro? Pay attention, bro.
I'm looking on it. I'm scrolling down. Pop culture. You have what was he looking at? What was it? Was it Tyree Nichols? Who was the name? Was that the dude that died?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Memphis.
Yeah, that easy come, easy go, dog. You see how he got killed that's the one that got killed by the cops, right? That got beat up.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see the video?
I don't even think the news is speaking on it this week, so it kind of came in when I think
it's been on the news.
I think once it came out and they seen like the cops were all black, like the news kind of like, all right, give us 15 minutes of fame, let's get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And that's what the media does. You know, they got to paint in that tone. But when they seen it was all black, they said, oh, this thing's not going to cook. It's not going to be as spicy as it needs to be. Let's toss it out. Even though we seen a guy literally get beat to death on camera. You know what I'm saying?
And they found out there was another guy. I think
they been new. They just lined up the black folks first and arrested them. The white guy that did the floor, that did the tasing. They just now
They know
the
they
funny
doing.
thing is all the black guys got fired and the white guy got suspended.
Yeah, which is crazy.
And then you got certain media stations saying that this wasn't that they're not even looking at it as a police brutality issue. They're saying that this is just a black on black violence issue, black on black crime. I'm like, how do you see black on black crime once you're wearing a uniform? Ain't no black on black crime.
Exactly.
They on the clock right now. These are police officers. They're getting paid for this ass whooping.
Yep.
It's a whole flip flop, man.
And then you got people. Even I got some moonblack at my job. They just be real bold, and I love it because I get into them. So they asking me, so how come there's no big uproar about this one? Why is there no protesting about this one? I was like, ain't no time for protesting because you see, as soon as we found out it was 5 black dudes, they already got the shot. We already know they getting charged.
Exactly. There's no we have to investigate first and all this bullshit.
There was no investigation.
We're
all
firing
stuff.
these
Maybe,
guys. They're getting
they're trying to play. Did
they use the proper technique? They didn't have to do none of that. Did they use the proper technique?
Fired immediately.
Excessive, immediate.
Yeah, fired immediately. They're all trying to play stupid though. Like it's like I don't know where you're really trying to get with that. You know they know. If you piss them off, they'll tell you. Nate's gonna
tell you he don't see it. We're just looking too much into it.
This is, you can't work for the system and think you're gonna, those black cops probably thought they're gonna change it from the inside, which is bullshit. The system can't be changed by one individual. And I tell you, you already know half the time black cops are worse than white cops.
And the system is fucked up. It's not white cops that are fucked up or black cops that are fucked up. It's the system that's fucked up. That's why you got Look at what was the movie Training Day? That little clique they had. There was a mixed clique. The head of it was a black dude.
Yep.
They out here killing people, taking drug money.
Yeah, the system corrupts the people that joins it, so it is what it is.
Yep.
The system is made this way, it will corrupt. The system needs to change.
It ain't gonna change. We're not gonna complain about it.
It's not gonna change. Yeah. I understand. I'm just saying what has to happen. I'm just saying what has to happen, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna have to change from the top. And I don't know, there's gonna have to be some harsh restrictions, some harsh policies, but yeah. But it's gonna have to be done from the top.
Here's the conversation you gotta have with black folks. Why would the system change? White folks are in power.
It's too late. Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah, white folks are in power.
Going to change.
They're majority.
The system was made so that it won't fail, and it can't fail now.
They're a majority. They're not that they're losing majority.
That's
they're
what
Go ahead.
It just sucks that we're at the bottom of this system. That we're the ones that are not benefiting from the system, but the system is made for it to keep going the way it is.
Correct. We are at the bottom of the system as a whole, but as individuals, the system wasn't meant for us as a whole to escape, because it was meant to hold us down as a whole. You can escape as an individual. Once that realism came on, as bleak as fucked up as it is what it is. It wasn't designed for us as a whole to get out, because there's really system in play to stop us as a group to move up.
But even as an individual, if you make it, you can still look back and be like, "Hey, they're not doing this right."
You can say it. Sure.
You're talking about make it as well, as far as like money wise, or
money. You got to just do what's for you. And
no, as far as money wise, it is
like a LeBron James or a Lil Wayne or a Jay-Z, where you still a nigga, but they're gonna look at you and be like, "You're not like them. You're different."
Of course, yeah. I mean, as far as money wise, it is set. Money, there's not really a race issue with it, even though like sometimes we try to get infiltrated, but like it's already set. That's in every community, everything. You're gonna have the people who are at the top, who's willing to do the most. You got the people who just go along. You're gonna have the laggers. That's just life.
Yeah, it's best to be part of the get along gang.
The middle. So the middle.
Do for you.
So you ready to be in the middle.
It's less stressful. It's less stressful in the get along gang.
I mean, it's not all that.
That's middle class.
No, ultimately, it's that's what it is. Like everyone gets to create their own reality in a sense. You get to create. You can do right for you and your people, and then you and your people do right by their people and their friends. You can have your little cluster. And the days of us all being free and liberated, that's some dream shit that they sold us. It ain't gonna be here in this country. It's gonna be you and your friends, and you can't take.
You know who believe in that the most? The people who are the most, the people who are least free and liberated believe in the freedom the most.
Yeah, I mean, what else do they have to believe?
Yeah, you can't blame people for having hope. You have to have hope. That's all you have.
You ain't got nothing else.
You can't just be walking around here killing ourselves because we know there's no hope.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing else. You can't blame them. Everybody got to do their own thing. Everybody got to live their own reality, which is why I said I can't be getting caught up on the lowest common denominator thing that they throw on us is race. I can't move like the rest like that, because I already know that's how they trap the rest of y'all when they throwing that race shit on there, and y'all can't get across that. That's the most crabs.
Well, I'll tell you this: like, this thing is set. The thing is, like, they don't want to be at the bottom.
And they're not going to be at the bottom, nor should they want to be at the bottom.
It can happen. It can happen.
If you ran a system,
a lot of people are falling at the bottom right now. That's why you have like a lot of extremism.
Listen,
because a lot of people are falling to the bottom. I mean, they set this thing up like from the beginning, but they give themselves a head start.
I think what happened is black
so they can stay on top. But as you know, you try to play the game, people are catching up.
Listen, so each time I think of a Rosewood or any other spot that was black and prominent that these white folks just burned down that's not here anymore, I think black folks really got to a point at some point, but like, man, I live in America. It's not that bad here. Or they just say, I just live here. Or as long as they leave me alone, they really don't realize that when you're a minority, at any time, the majority could flip and wipe you out. We really think that we can't be genocide. Black folks really can be genocide in America at any moment.
Yeah.
And we you got black folks talking about, I live here, my family is here, I'm not going nowhere. At any time, I just get money here, bro. I just live here. I have no loyalty here. You understand? That's what I'm telling you.
Listen,
Shit get shaky here. I'm
I
out.
just live here. I
I
run
just
shit
live
here.
I just live. I'm just in this system. I play this system's games. Once I'm out this system, I play the other system game. No loyalty to anyone. I'm a human. Ain't no what's there to be loyal. I didn't pick where I was born. Why I'm be loyal? So that's why I can't be.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, nobody owns this earth. Like nobody really.
I mean,
You got to set amount of time.
You can only everyone can have their beliefs, but you can only can you only force it? Is there force behind that? Like you say you own the house, but what can you do to provide that you own the house outside of the deed? Or what means are you willing to go
outside your deed and your gun?
Yeah, you're deeding exactly. That's why they have the police force. They got a system in place to enforce whatever law that we've all agreed on. At the same time, they could all easily just decide, black folks, they don't need to be free anymore. And like that.
They can. They
and
can,
like
but just like how we fight amongst each other, they fight amongst each other. So just like how they're the majority, they're a good 70-something% of the world or of the country.
No, they're not.
They're not gonna agree. They're not gonna be like, oh, they're all just gonna finally come together on this one issue and say, all right, let's just wipe them all out.
Listen,
all the Dems, all the red.
I don't know. They may not, but I know from history happens. Each time they wiped us out, none of them got held accountable. Other white folks could have took them to jail. It never happened. Each time they did a massacre on white people out, these were communities. These are just regular people that just went to work. These weren't killers. These regular folks that went to work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, not the day on the weekend. Some shit jump out. They're like, oh, it's a weekend. We got to kill some niggas on this weekend. And they wipe out the whole community. And they probably went right back to work on that Monday. The federal people came in.
You think,
and you're thinking no charges were brought. All that shit could come back. At any time, a country could topple, bro. People think like
if anything that showed me that, what's his name showed me that. Trump showed me that.
COVID, exactly. At any time, shit could flip.
I'm glad he ran.
This shit y'all getting tied up on.
The delusion that your niggas live in. Yeah, we could take this shit back. In fact, they started saying that. So I believe.
So they wanted to take it back. Why didn't they take it back then? They got into the building, right? Why didn't they take it back?
Oh man.
Because they're just like how you say they with this day that we keep saying, this day that's gonna kill us is the same day that's gonna save us. The same day that keeps the system going. The same day that keeps the system going that we hate so much.
Amongst them, they have different ideologies, not because they really want to save us or or any other stuff. No, they have their ideology. They have their different use. They have their different purpose. You know what I'm saying?
I look at the most.
They may not be fully aligned on the same on the same thing.
I look at
but they have different ways of going about it. Just like Republicans and Democrats, they have different ways of going about things, but they have the same goal.
The system is based on racism. There has to be different races for it to work. They're not going to get rid of the lower race. Then that would just be what? A bunch of white people walking the country?
Yeah, of course. Exactly. Somebody gonna be at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. But
the bottom got to be filled.
Anytime they can just do genocide.
Somebody gonna end up in there.
We're not going nowhere. Ain't nobody getting rid of us. We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, somebody gonna end up in there. Or we're just gonna stay at the bottom. Okay.
Yeah, that's how the system works.
Yeah, but right now
we as a people will stay at the bottom, but us as individuals, we can do our best to try to get up.
There's also been a lot of mobility from everybody else, from other groups. There's also been like a large group of upward mobility from other groups. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right there with them. I can't take everyone. I can't take everyone with me.
Yeah, and there's gonna be an exchange because both of you ain't gonna be at the top at the same time.
Listen, I'm gonna be in my own world. They're gonna be in their own.
We can all eat, baby.
That's
it. We can all eat. That's the problem. We can all eat.
Yeah, and if shit get too spicy,
not saying we go. We of course we'll all eat, but we eat different. We're not gonna eat the same thing,
I'm just saying that's just how it goes.
When I say eat, I mean like prosper. We can all prosper. The same way that you're looking at somebody else doing good, the same way the people who want to do good. I know we can't. The whole world can't be rich because if everybody. Yeah, I understand. Right, you're right, Greg. We can't all be rich because if everybody's rich, then nobody's rich. But the people who want to move up, because some people just are.
And in order to make everybody rich, guess what? You're gonna have to be communism, or you're gonna have to be socialism. And that's what we say we don't want.
Yeah, you're right. Everybody's not
But
going
at
to
the
be
same
rich.
time, let's say
Only the certain few are going to be the rich ones.
yeah.
And if
guess
you
what?
decide you want to be rich,
say like everybody start making $1 million. Now, guess what? The price of everything, house is going to cost 10.
That's not going to happen.
House is going to cost 10. I'm just saying. Let's just say they actually do that. Just let's make everybody rich. Give them $1 million. Guess what? Now the house is going to cost like at least five to 10 million plus. Now you're going to be struggling at $1 million. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be struggling.
But that's not going to happen though. We're not giving everybody $100
No, of course not. No. Well, we never know the future, but because like I would say a lot of people back in the early 1900s wouldn't say like we weren't gonna. The average person wasn't gonna make 50,000. When everybody was making like what 5,000, people were probably thinking that same thing back then too. But now look at us, we're struggling at 50,000 when like motherfuckers used to live good making 5,000 in those days. So that's when people had the most kids. Had the house. You had one person working. You had the family car. You had taking trips, all that. They were thriving on less money. But now you can make 100. You barely getting by.
Yeah, times are rough. I'm just saying that I don't think this system, it's all not meant for.
I really could see that. In the future, further in the future, they could make $1 million and still be struggling.
I'm just saying in this system, it wasn't meant for us all to be uplifted. That's never going to happen because a good percentage of whites aren't uplifted. You know what I'm saying? Some of the poorest people in this country aren't even black. They're white folks. You know what I'm saying?
They're mad.
Not even, I mean, there's people that have been poor for like 4, 5, 6 generations up in Appalachians and shit like that. White trash that are literally all they get is government assistance. They have no work, no what's in, and they've been like that. They've been the bottom for forever.
And they're cool with that.
They're not even cool with that. That's all they know.
They're not
cool with that. They're being told that
you come around them, they'll be mad at you. Trust me. They'll look at you like, hey, how dare him? How come? Yeah.
The new year started and we set standards for ourselves and we say, oh, I'm going to do this better for myself this year. I'm going to make this much, or I'm going to go start this business, or
you don't have those resolutions.
Whatever it is. I don't have those resolutions. I don't like to speak things out. I like to keep it to myself and just do it. I know Nate has a problem with that, but I like to let action speak.
Mm-hmm.
But, people set goals for themselves, but some people just don't set goals. They're just like, I'm cool with this. I'm getting government assistance, whatever. I'm going to just let it work. But the people who do say, I'm going to make a difference, a change in my life, those are the people who become millionaires. It's not everybody who's going to become a millionaire. It's going to be people who work for it.
Everybody can't be. No, everybody can't be.
Exactly. Everybody can't be.
Because not everybody going to work overtime. Not everybody going to sacrifice, their time with, like families, all that stuff. Yeah. There's a play to it.
All right. Yeah.
You might just have to separate yourself from the group and say, hey,
everybody's not adventurous. Everybody's on pioneers.
People, but I got to get out of here.
Yeah. Everybody's not adventurous.
Got done having y'all poor people talk. Got done having y'all poor people talk.
Yeah, that's what it is, right?
Hey.
All right. So we got in pop culture, you got Mike Tyson being sued for allegedly a rape in the 1990s in upstate New York. Who is this lawsuit coming from?
I'm not sure. Probably some. You already know. You know how lawsuits work, man. The right judge could grant you the clearance for anything. Yeah. It don't matter how old it is. It just depends. Now you got to go spend with your own lawyer what you want to go up and stand up against court. You already know there's not going to be nothing there. But is it one of those things like, fuck it? You already know before this even came out, they probably gave him that shakedown. Like, hey, we about to take this to court. You can give me $50K. We can make this all go away. And he probably saying, fuck that. I'm not going to do all that. Now you got to go to court. They're like, all right, now you're going to make us play hardball. We're going to drag this out. And the media, they're going to always love to bring this shit back up. And now you're saying this is after Mike Tyson done got his own redemption after all the years that came back, made his millions back up by himself off his comedy tour and everything else, got his podcast and his weed strain. But now you got to deal with some shit from 96 or some shit like that. This was insane.
The leash, man. The leash.
How old is Mike Tyson?
Oh, 50-something easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he's back up. It's because he's back up.
56 years old.
He's back up, so
be great.
It's time to rob the bank, so he's back up.
It's
Go ahead.
It's around that time, you know, great black men. You get to a
Yeah,
certain,
you can't let
you
our
get to a
grits
certain
die
age. It's
off
like, hey,
great.
we got to
You know what I'm
start.
saying? It's
We got
crazy.
we got to tear him down a little bit before he
Yeah,
dies.
yeah.
Yep.
Can't let our grits go be great on their way out. You know, it's sad. It's a pattern. Yeah.
That's part of the thing. It's a shakedown. When it, you know what I'm saying? It's a shakedown.
What else we got in pop culture?
Pop culture. We had you said you had on your TikTok confirms they allow the which videos go viral or thing. Did we speak on that last week?
No, I don't think we did. No.
I don't think we
Yeah, I
did,
think the
but
employees just got to decide which button to get the press and allow the shit to go. You know, give more engagement. You know, it makes a big difference because Twitter just this past week had an issue with their thing with the coding where no matter what you post, you only have like 2, 3 people see it. The engagement got very low. I know Elon was looking at it. He said he noticed that if your show was on private, it was reaching more people. So he just put his page on private to see if it worked, and that's what happened. When he post, a lot more people would see it when it'd be on public. So they got to fix some of the coding there. Don't be surprised, you know, some shit went wrong there. But yeah, imagine anytime you post something like on TikTok, that shit just goes viral. That's why the TikTok's all the rage right now because everyone gets a chance to go viral. No matter what you put on, that shit getting lots of hits. So everybody's over there. But we already know what they're gonna do. It's like any other business. They're gonna let everybody get there first. You're gonna get very popular. Everyone's gonna love it, and then after that, they're gonna start throttling and make you pay for reach.
Yeah.
You would think that
matters.
somebody's already getting paid for somebody who's already getting paid for this reach. You would think, right? Because who's just going viral is not something.
Yeah, maybe,
I would
but
think it's
if
not
they're
something
not,
easy because everybody's not doing it.
if they're not, they're
Oh, a
doing
lot
it
of people are, man.
bias.
On TikTok, bro, the TikTok, there's so much different people that's viral for different stuff, like nurses. There's people that are popular just for just their jobs they're doing when they're different job hacks and different anything you could think of that you're doing, any job title, any career, anything, you could find someone on TikTok showing you how to monetize or do a video for it. And then you think it's such a niche one that you think it only have a little bit of views. Even that shit will have a couple of the thousands upon thousands of views. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy shit that you think that
you're talking about like pages that are like you know popular pages, popular
not
people. I'm
even
talking about
popular.
like
I'm saying almost
I'm
everything
talking about
goes on TikTok.
I'm saying like one like you're on TikTok a lot. Give me what's the most likes or views you got on one comment. I'm saying I've seen people with like thousands of views and likes on one comment that they wrote.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what happens on TikTok.
How do they even get seen by that many people?
But it don't have to be people you've seen. Once you see it, once you like it, or you put up something, the people that you seen it, and the people that they seen it, the algorithm just keeps pushing it out, pushing it out, pushing it out. So the more you on there, the more it's saying you gotta. If you do a video, I'm sure you do something that's engaging.
So why am I on Twitter? You're on Twitter. Juno's on Twitter. All these people on Twitter. None of us have ever had none of this stuff go viral.
That's not on Twitter. I'm talking about TikTok.
TikTok also.
No, TikTok. I'm saying TikTok lift up the restrictions, so they're letting everything kind of go viral now. Twitter is different. I'd have had stuff go viral on Twitter. Twitter, you got to keep engaging with the right people, depending on the topics. Every now and then, it'll hit. Twitter is harder the old way, but TikTok is anything go. It's kind of how
the way it is, it just cycles everything.
Yeah, it just kind of lets everyone go. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they also got accused of that too, like, you know, like discriminating.
I know for sure, like on some of my, like I look at like my IG page or something and go on my followers list, and I'm seeing like the same on my feed. I'm seeing a lot of the same people, and I'm like, okay, this is just supposed to be my friend list, and maybe all the other people I know are just not posting. But when I go and look at my like the people that are like following me or that I follow, there's a lot of people that I follow, and I don't see their stuff pop up on my page. And then I'll go to their page and look at their page, and I'm like, oh, this person posted with recently, but that shit did not show up on my page.
Yeah, that's
the downside of Instagram nowadays. Like, you go through your friend list, and half of that shit is fucking sponsored ads.
Mm-hmm.
So every 2 pictures you see of people that you follow and shit like that, you'll get a sponsorship ad. Is
that on TikTok?
On Instagram.
Yeah. Because they trying to they getting that money up.
Yeah, Twitter too. Yeah.
Should be working. I don't know. For some reason, there was this one ad that it was like this bottle of wine and it said Josh on the bottle. And that shit kept on popping up on my feed for over and over and over and over. And the one day I'm walking through the grocery store, I'm like, hey, there goes that bottle that's been popping up on my feed.
And now you got a bottle of Josh inside the house, don't you?
No, I didn't buy that shit. I was like, man, if I get it, if I buy
you
it,
passed the test. You didn't. You passed the
They
test.
got me. So I was like, nah, they're not gonna get me. Good try. Good try.
All right, let's see what else we got in pop culture. What you got, Gray?
Got Illinois school district workers being accused of taking $1.5 million worth of chicken wings.
Is this one
you know how many
worker
chicken
or
wings
is this
that is,
multiple
bro?
workers?
During a chicken wing shortage.
1.5 million. Jeez.
Gray, is this one worker or multiple?
No, it's one worker.
Oh yeah.
How she even carry? Hold on.
Where do you have the storage for
over
that?
Time. It has to be over time. Because I don't see how one person. She probably just got like the load truck, you know, like she received. She's probably part of logistics or whatever. So whenever the truck comes,
she was still that shit 8 pieces. She was still 8 pieces at a time.
You're not taking all that shit all at once. No.
He's 8 pieces at a time.
8 pieces at a time. 8 pieces dinner. I'm walking out with a to-go box out the back door every night.
1.5 million worth. I mean, and that's like, you know, when it first come in. So like you could make probably double that. You know, she really go out there and sell it and start a little business or redistribute it.
Yeah, because that's the wholesale price. That's not the resale price. But I wonder, where the hell do you store all that chicken that you stealing?
That's a mean game to get into. You sell them fresh. Sell that shit fresh. That's a mean game to get into, especially during COVID, where we got chicken wing shortage. And I used to work at Wing House. I'm like, I'm still there.
Now eggs have a shortage, so maybe that'll where the money's
at. I heard people are renting out hens. Like they'll send you like a kit with like 2 hens, a little cage, some bird feed, and it's supposed to last you for like it's supposed to last you like 6 months. I forgot how much they charge them though. It doesn't seem like it makes sense.
It is making sense. It was like I think it was like $400. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was like four something, and if you divide it like by how many eggs you get per day, it's like it ends up being like 84. It's like $84 worth of like eggs or something per month, and I'm like, who's buying $84 worth of eggs per month?
Yeah, you go sell that. Yeah,
people just being sumo. That's all.
Swerve, you still got that? Your mom, you still got the chicken that you gave your mom?
Oh man.
Or is that shit deep fried?
It's a sad story. So I had the chicken when I moved into the house. People don't know. We named the chicken Eddie, short for Edwina. So we come into this house, we move into this house, and in the backyard, this chicken's been living in the backyard for like, I don't know how long. I think maybe like one of the neighbors, like a couple of houses down, had like maybe like 3 or 4 chickens. But this one chicken came and claimed our backyard, like this is our backyard, like her backyard. I could not get the chicken to leave, so it became my chicken. started feeding it and everything, but I didn't want the chicken there because the shit was like, it tears up your yard. It tears up. It's just scratching for food all day, so it's messy. I didn't even have a lawn in the back, and I was about to put sod down. I was like,
you gotta eat.
I was like, so I was like, I got to get rid of this chicken because as soon as I lay the sod down, this chicken's just gonna fuck up the sod anyway. One day, one of the neighbors came. Dude, he comes and I guess he realized his chicken's been hiding in our backyard. He comes and he tries to get the chicken, can't catch the chicken. I'm like, fuck it. I'll get rid of this chicken one way or the other. I ordered a little cage, one of those cages that you put like a little puppy in, like a metal cage. Ordered that shit because I'm not touching a damn chicken. I'm domesticated. I don't do that. Put the cage. I put food inside of the cage. Let the bird walk into the cage. Captured the bird. Locked them down. Locked them in. Drove to Juno's house. Stayed there for a little bit while my wife was at this cheerleading competition. Just kept the bird in the back of Juno's house for a while. Then ended up driving back to Palm Beach. Took the bird to Palm Beach. Gave the bird to my mom because I'm like, she's an old lady. She's at the house. She ain't doing nothing. She got a nice big backyard with no grass in it. This is a perfect yard for a chicken. Gave her the chicken. One week later, I'm getting voicemails my mom, and I actually went to Palm Beach the next week for a funeral. I forget whose funeral. I think it was Mark's dad's funeral. Went to Palm Beach that next Saturday, and she's blowing up my phone like at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what's going on here? I can't answer this phone. I'm sitting here in the church right now. When I come out of the church, I listen to her voicemail. She's crying on the phone, talking about something. She can't find Eddie. Can't find the chicken. Chicken's gone. I'm getting voicemails back to back to back of her crying, getting louder and louder, talking about she don't know where chicken's at. These guys in the neighborhood are helping her try to find the chicken. She's walking through the street calling the chicken, Eddie, Eddie. Can't find the chicken. She got a big tub of, you know, those bins that collect rainwater in her backyard. I guess somehow maybe there was a cat in the backyard or a raccoon. I don't know what it was. She says there'd be cats or raccoons in the yard. Maybe Eddie was trying to get away from something, fell into the water, and you know, once their wings get wet, they can't get out of the water. So she just pretty much drowned.
Where the hell the water came from?
It's
From the
rain.
rain. It's a big bucket. It's like a 10, I don't know how many pounds, but it's a huge collector. Chicken fell into it, out and drowned. Eventually, we found the chicken. We saw it, looked in there. Somebody looked in there, found it floating in the water, pulled it out. Sad day.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, chicken. You gotta either like they can hop fences. They don't fly, but you know they can really hop. You know, like a good 10 feet.
Yeah.
So.
She said the chicken used to go out into the yard or go out into the street, but it always came back because literally that chicken stayed in Tampa, and I just dropped that chicken off into Palm Beach County, to a whole different county, and chicken was like, all right, this is my new house. No problem.
So she let it go out into the street. She could have get ran over. Come on.
Yeah, I could make it real fast.
You got to buy her a new chicken, bro.
I wanted to. That's why I asked y'all. I was like, hey, y'all. I don't know if I sent in the group chat, but I was asking people. I was like, hey, where can I get a chicken from? And it was
out. You in Tampa, you could probably on the outskirts. Yeah, you could probably find it. Yeah.
I need to find a chicken in Palm Beach. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not domesticated. I can't touch these animals. When we found the animal dead,
Palm Beach, now you got to go west to Berkeley.
I felt bad because my mom is sitting here crying that she just lost her pet that she had for 1 week, and then we got to get rid of the chicken.
Yeah, could have had fresh chickens. Could have had some hens, eggs. Yeah, yeah, man.
I'm holding a regular ass Publix bag with my 2 fingers out like this, trying to not touch the bird, and she just grabbed that shit by the legs and whoop, dropped that shit in the bag. I'm like, patience, these out here is tough.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Have some fresh chicken, fresh, yeah. You don't get that, in the city. You don't, yeah.
The fresh chickens, the organic,
fresh kills, yeah.
You
that's
ever
not common,
chicken?
yeah.
You ever ate a fresh chicken, not from the store?
Yeah, fresh kill that day. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
No, I don't think I.
Haiti, yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, my mom bought 2 live chickens, killed them bitches right in the sink.
Yeah,
I remember back in the days on North Side.
Yeah. All right, what else we got in pop culture?
Anything else in pop culture? I don't know how we end up in that.
Yeah, we're talking about the chicken wings, and we talk about the egg shortage, and I asked Swerve
talk about this brain implant. Who put that on there?
Yeah, I put that on there. It's just I suppose I saw about scientists trying to develop his chip, to insert into your brain so you can access social media or whatever, other entertainment platform you wanna use, without having to press any button, just all in your brain, all in your imagination. Imagine having that craziness, man, social media craziness, YouTube, all that nonsense. I'm like, nah, man, I don't want that.
Like Tony Stark, you know how he just wave his hands in front of his face and just move shit?
No, this is gonna be in your head, in your imagination. You ain't even gotta. It's almost like the VR. Like you ain't even really gotta like touch anything. It's just like you having a dream.
It's just new technology. I'm not opposed to it as long as somebody else do it first. Just like I just need a few people to try it first and make sure they don't die or nothing. Get rid of all the kinks, and then eventually I'll get on.
Yeah, you be living in social media. Imagine that shit. Fuck that. I already hate it from my phone.
Hey, everybody in this group, everybody on this Zoom, this call right now got iPhone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
before y'all had
you could put
iPhone,
it away.
before y'all had iPhone, y'all had another brand, right? And now everybody who's with iPhone, y'all not leaving iPhone, right?
Yeah, but you had the option to put
What
it
if
away.
iPhone?
But with
What if
this one,
iPhone turns into this? Yeah, we're just gonna.
yeah,
Hey, I'm stuck. I'm stuck with iPhone. I'm
every
sorry.
notification it
So
rings
if
in
they
your
get
head.
if they get rid
Yeah,
if they get rid of this phone in my hand and put it in my brain, sorry,
yeah. That's a
they
little
got
too
me.
much
That's
for
it.
me. Too far.
All right, Netflix comes out with another threat to its customers, talking about they're gonna cut down on sharing passwords. But I thought they've been saying this shit for years. They've been saying this for at least 10 years.
They need to stop hating. That's all. Stop hating.
Yeah, once you
We
sell,
share. This is a community. This is a community. This
once
is
you
my
sell me the
password.
product, it's my product to do what I want with it.
What are they trying to say now? They're gonna have it so it's like VPN, so they know. So one account is attached to one house.
Yeah,
I get my account.
I guess it's
TV.
gonna be IP based.
Yeah. So what if like when you go to like a hotel and you want to log into Netflix, what's gonna happen then? Am I gonna get charged extra for logging into a Netflix account, my Netflix account somewhere else?
They've been said this like 2 years ago that
Yeah, but it's
if you
taking
were
effect, I
sharing
believe, this month.
if you were
They
sharing
saying
something,
they're saying March. I'm one of the victims of this because I don't have a Netflix account. I'm getting it from my wife's cousin. But if they pay $8.99, they're saying that as soon as we log in after this thing takes
it's gonna
effect,
be
that's
like
going to be an extra
69.
$2.99 added
Yeah,
to her bill.
ain't no problem.
For who?
You just send her
Really, it shouldn't be no
$2.99.
problem. She should just eat it, right? $2.99, that ain't no problem.
You send her the $2.99. Yeah, everybody got Netflix. That's cool.
We family. We family. She don't even got to get the 2.99 sent to her. What's 2.99 times $3 times 12? She got it.
You got it.
All right, pop culture. Y'all
The
got
family's
Beyonce can't stop winning. What Beyonce doing now?
After she done got her, what is she got, $25 million bag in Dubai
Oh yeah, them
Mhm.
haters, them.
for the 1 day performance, made a killing out there, which I think Terrence J said it was 35 million or something like that. It was 10 million more than we thought.
Which
Um
she got backlash from the LGBT community talking about Dubai is not LGBT friendly. Why would she go to perform over there? Like,
she
bitch,
Shut
gotta
up.
say, she gotta say, well, I'm not LGBT.
yeah, bitch,
Yeah.
there's $25 million attached
Like
to this.
I'm married to Jay-Z. Like men. Gotta tell them. Calm down.
Yeah, people is bugging. What else I got? What else I got before we get up out
Okay,
of
no,
here?
no, I wasn't on yet.
How
So
she
now she just announced her new tour.
You guys ever been to a Beyonce tour? Concert?
No, I haven't. I said I wanted to go on after us saying.
What about you, Swerve?
Lisa went to one. I didn't go. She went with her friend and she said that shit was the greatest concert ever. She said it ruined her. She said that was her first concert. She went to like I forget when she was 19 or something, 19, 20. She said it ruined her for all of the other concerts because she's never seen another concert better than that concert.
Yeah, I think it'll do that here because I went to the Jay-Z and Beyonce one. I think their second one. I went to that one. It was a good ass
On the run
performance.
tour.
But I don't know about this one. I'll see if my wife wants to go. I'm pretty sure she's gonna want to go. But I'm not feeling this latest
They got
album.
Florida dates.
Yeah, there's 2 Florida dates, one in Miami and one in Tampa.
Hey, shit, that means I gotta go home. Wow.
Most likely.
There's no way Beyonce's coming to Tampa and she's not gonna want to go.
All right, let's
That's
see.
So she
that's
already,
not bullshit.
Beyonce, the ticket price is already crazy. I think I seen a screenshot earlier today. What was it for? I'm gonna tell you right now. I think I screenshot it. I seen it. Was it $2,000? I believe.
What for the cheapest tickets?
No, floor seats. Cheapest. I think it was
Oh, okay. I just
floor
need to be in the
seats
building.
was 2,400.
I already knew. We already know all the songs. I just need to be in the building.
Like floor seats, 2,000. They got some 3,000. It's going crazy because I had someone already thought of a place, and I'm gonna go ahead and buy me 2 of these Beyonce tickets and go flip these bad boys. But the prices are so steep, you might not want to get buying and get stuck with that ticket if it don't sell. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, you
So the
you
person
just
say,
gonna have to
this
go
is too
enjoy
much.
your concert.
That's why I said at the very least you go to the concert, right? That's
Exactly.
Yeah. Buy 2 tickets.
But 2,500 a ticket. If you get 2 of them things, that's to $5,000. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. So it's steep. But Beyonce's smart. Beyonce drops it in Black History Month, right around tax time's about to drop. She about to get all them coins from y'all.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't need to worry about you. If there was a way you could just sign her taxes over to her, she'll do that.
Everybody's trying to get that tax money from me right now. I don't know. Beyonce might get it.
Yeah, the Florida dates are like in August, and they're not even on sale yet. You gotta wait a little bit.
You said it's not. Oh, that's when they're at?
Yeah, it's in August. All right, we got sports. You got your boy, the GOAT of football. Tom Brady's finally announced he's retiring for good this time around. That's what he said last time, though. He retired before and came back and played another season. So what do you guys think? Y'all think he's gonna retire?
I think he's
so.
done.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
so.
this time for sure. Yep.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, his body's. Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do for what? You know what I'm saying?
For the love of the
I mean,
game.
that's what we talked. That's what we thought the last time, but then he came back and won a championship. But I don't know. No, hold on. Did he leave when he left the Patriots? Did he retire then and then come back to Tampa, or did he go straight to Tampa?
No, he retired and went to Tampa, and then went to Tampa.
That's the only time he retired. And he's been in Tampa since.
Okay. He retired. Okay. He retired before he came to Tampa. And then won.
Yep.
Yeah,
and now he's in loss.
No, and then won, and then after that lost, and then retired, and then came back again, right?
He's been saying he's retiring after every season.
He retired in Tampa too, didn't he? Before, and he came back.
No, he haven't had. No,
I believe that was the case.
No.
Yeah, that was the case.
Oh, really?
You guys.
That's not enough time. Yeah,
you're thinking about Gronkowski. He retired.
No, what happened is in the Patriots.
There's not enough time. He haven't been down there for that long.
He's been there like about 3 seasons.
So in the middle of 3 seasons, you think he said he retired?
His first season when he was leaving the Patriots, they were either going to get rid of him or they kind of started bugging him. He had his own camp and all that stuff. So I think they're going to retire him or something like that. So he said, "Fuck it," he left, and then he went there. He didn't retire. He left there. People thought he was going to retire. They're getting ready to announce it, and he said, "Nah." And then he went to Tampa. And his first year at Tampa I think was when he won his championship.
Okay.
And he's lost
2 years after that.
And he was supposed to retire after he lost, and he still came back again. Or he said he retired, came back and lost again, and now he's retiring.
Yeah, he already retired twice, and this is going to be his third retirement.
Yep.
Okay.
What are we calling retirement? Are we calling like these tweets that he puts out retiring, or people just saying that is a retirement? You saying that I retire? Is that what a retirement is?
Yes, that's what they're considering a retirement. Him saying that he's retiring and not coming back, but the first 2 times he rejoined, he came back.
Retired plenty of times then.
Yeah. Next.
All right. Did you guys see the altercation between Shannon Sharp and the Memphis Grizzlies?
Yeah.
In Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, I still don't know what it's about. I still don't know what it was about.
I guess he was.
Didn't that happen like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it did. We didn't
Or a week
cover it
ago?
last week.
Oh, y'all didn't talk about it.
I guess he was arguing
was-
with one of the players, and he was telling the other player, "You can't guard LeBron," blah blah blah, and the player was talking back, and then I guess the player walked up to him or something like that and thought he was gonna back down and shit, but Shannon wasn't backing down.
Yeah,
And then
The
end
pla-
up getting in an
The
argument.
player was Dylan Brooks.
Yeah,
He was
Dylan
guarding
Brooks.
LeBron, and Dylan Brooks had been talking shit about LeBron before the game even started, talking about some LeBron can't go left. And so this is a back and forth that they've been having on internet before the game even started. And then when they come into person and Shannon Sharp says to Dylan Brooks, "You can't guard LeBron, you too small to guard LeBron," he gets mad at Shannon Sharp for talking. Then what's his face? John Morant comes in and he's trying to back up his boy. And then when that happened and his dad is on the sideline, he's trying to back up his boy. And then it just becomes like a big melee on the court. And people are talking about LeBron. They asked LeBron how he feels about Shannon and the whole situation. He was like, "Well, I'm going to ride with Shannon, 365 days. That's my guy.
That's my partner."
But then people are saying that LeBron is a hypocrite because he's the same guy that's always just randomly, as soon as you say some shit about LeBron, he points at you and says, "Yeah, him, her, get him out of here."
Yeah.
Always kicking disruptive fans out. But now when it's your friend being disruptive, you don't have nothing to say about him needing to be kicked out.
I ride for my dogs.
People don't understand favoritism.
Yeah,
That's what I say. Of course, that's what I say. You gotta understand that's his friend.
Yeah, motherfuckers is just
special people get special treatment.
Exactly. Shannon Sharp don't apply. Those rules don't apply to him. He allowed to do that.
Yeah, that's all. And Shannon Sharp's a big dude though too. If he would have got into it with that basketball player, that would have been done deal.
He would have folded that nigga.
He was suplex that nigga.
All right, Nate. What else you got in sports, Nate?
Outside of that, we have is the NFL rigged? That's a big one.
Oh, that is a big one.
Where are you guys getting this from? Because I haven't heard nothing about the NFL being rigged lately.
Oh man,
somebody there's an interview with what's the guy's name? He's a former football player.
Aaron, let me find out.
Arian something. Arian, I forget this dude's name, but he's saying that there's some type of conspiracy.
I'll tell you right now. Okay, it's okay. What's his name? Former NFL player reacts to claim that he's Aaron Foster. He was saying how he was on an interview with Barstool, and the guy he was sitting with was telling him how I guess his former teammate, what's the dude that shot up everybody? The Aaron Hernandez?
Yeah, Hernandez.
Mm-hmm. He was telling them something about how the thing was rigged or some shit like that. And Aaron Foster was like, "Yeah, it's kind of rigged." Like basically what you go to practice for is basically so you can learn the script. He said script. It's script.
That's the big word, script.
So it's almost like they're like, "Hey, here we the script. On week 2, you're gonna get a leg injury. On week 3, you might catch a shit like that.
You might catch a groin sprain or something, or
I don't know as far as
we're practicing this part of this play because you're gonna do this at this point of the game.
You're gonna sprain.
The referee's not gonna call it or whatever. They're practicing these things. That's what he's saying.
And give it to Twitter, motherfuckers just going off, dog. Motherfuckers got jokes for days.
Hilarious.
Even athletes are in on the joke. Athletes talk about when I fumbled that ball. He said, "This is me following the script." Motherfuckers just joking around. So you know if it's real. But Aaron Hernandez is a serious dude. I mean,
Aaron Foster, yeah.
Aaron Foster is like a serious dude, a woke dude before it was popular. He likes to speak truth to power. He speaks against the system, shit like that. And he said, he said a script, and I was like, and even he didn't kind of kept it cryptic online. He kind of like laughed. And then there's like other posters, like they're showing other athletes in the past saying the NFL scripted, but they make us saying the NFL is rigged, but they got to sign something that we're not allowed to say or something like that. And they're looking like, people digging through the crates. They've got like 3 or 4 other athletes said in this past that the shit is.
That's just like WWE.
Yeah. That shit is kind of. So I'm wondering how fake is it? Is it to the extent? Is it an all out lie, or is it fake in the sense like we're gonna put a little sauce in the season? Hey, you're not playing this year. You're not gonna play half the season because of injury. You're like, why? Why? Well, it's part of the script. That don't mean the outcome's gonna be different, but this script we need a little. It can't just be.
Mm-hmm.
And this is America's greatest pastime.
I definitely see it because every basketball season, every year they run out of shit to talk about. They always have to come up with new storylines.
Yeah, that's
certain times it'll be like, oh, is CP3 ready to get out of the league? Is LeBron done? Is Steph still the best shooter? They just start putting up little stuff just to keep you guys engaged.
That sounds
and it's
like
gonna be
cap.
It's gonna be a new.
Sounds like cap.
Sounds like cap.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Let me tell you something.
People don't want to believe it.
You don't want to believe it. Sometimes I feel like it's possible to just put a facade over everybody. Let me tell you a little story about a conspiracy theory. There's a movie called Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've never met any archaeologists. I personally don't believe that dinosaurs ever. I don't believe they existed.
Hold on, bro. Gray, what are you doing?
What is this?
Hold on. Gray's got something funky going on.
Mute that.
Oh, no, I just had to switch.
Nate.
Yeah, I just had to switch.
Okay.
Y'all good.
All right. Like I was saying, with these dinosaurs, I don't even think that these dinosaurs ever existed. I've never seen a skeleton. I've never seen an actual dinosaur bone. I don't know anybody who's ever seen a dinosaur bone. But for some reason,
I've seen them. I've been to museums. You haven't been to a
museum? You've touched it? You went up to it and they let you touch it? And you know that this is an actual bone and it's not just some type of carving? Because I know for a fact you didn't touch the bone.
No.
You could go to the sites, the fossil sites.
But I haven't.
Where? You've been to a fossil site?
I haven't touched a dog. I haven't touched a dog bone either, but I believe in dogs.
I've been to Dinosaur World here in Orlando, and they got exhibits with fossils and stuff like that. And I've been to museums. I've seen stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're real.
I mean, the fossils. I mean, I mean, I don't know how much more. I don't know how to carve it or anything. I don't know how.
And how convenient. Do you know any archaeologists? Have you heard of any archaeologists?
Only in films and on the field that they're saying this archaeologist found this in the museum where they say it's from.
Okay, in those two places, how hard would it be to say, hey, I know you're coming to school to be an archaeologist, but let me let you in on a little secret. This shit ain't real. Now you're one of us now, and you just gotta keep it going.
Yeah, same thing could be said about
slavery.
Yeah, slavery. I was gonna go with
how many slaves have you met, Swerve?
I was gonna go astronauts. But
Swerve,
I know.
Have you met any slave owners?
I don't know any descendants of slaves and descendants of slave owners.
Slave owners. Yeah. Have you ever met any slave owners?
I haven't met them personally because I wasn't alive to meet them. But
just like the dinosaurs, nigga, you wasn't alive to meet the dinosaurs.
Have you met any descendants of dinosaurs?
Yeah, lizards, nigga. Iguanas, reptiles.
I don't think so.
Alligators.
Because a slave, the descendants of slaves still look like slaves. They still look like black people, right?
Whoa,
they still look. Okay, let me take that back. They still look like the descendants of slaves. That came out wrong. The descendants of slaves still look like humans. You're saying the descendants of these dinosaurs look like what? Lizards? You go from being a 20-story animal or a 20-foot animal to a 2-foot animal?
Yeah, it's called evolution, baby. You believe in the Big Bang Theory or evolution?
I don't know what I believe in. I just know I just don't believe that these big mythical creatures actually existed, and how easy it would be for a group of people to cover it up. It's a great business. These These museums, they're making a hell lot of money. These movie companies, these film companies are making a lot of money off of it. It's a nice hustle. I feel the same. It could possibly be the same way with the NFL.
Yeah, same way you think like that. They're making billions off of slave movies, off of slavery type stuff. Somebody's gonna come along the line and say, you know what, that slavery stuff wasn't real.
Yeah, somebody already did.
Exactly. So
some people already.
If you don't believe in dinosaurs, you can't believe in slavery because you wasn't there to witness it.
I've seen the results of slavery. I haven't seen the results of dinosaurs. All you guys are showing me is shit in a museum and some fake bones in the dirt. That's it. It's just not enough. That's all. It ain't enough.
But ain't that believing? Thinking something that is true that you can't see.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
You believe in God, though.
Yeah, that's the definition.
You a devoted Christian.
God is probably the only thing. One of the only things that you can. It's one of those things that you just have to have faith in, right?
Yeah, you can have faith in dinosaur-ism.
No. Dinosaur-ism? That's an ism now?
Yeah,
Dinosaur-ism?
I mean, I can say, that just leads you down the rabbit hole of conspiracies and all that. But I don't know how big that is. Like I said, with
the whole NFL thing,
but I could see this is America's biggest pastime. It has a lot of issues that keep us entertained. I can see why the powers that be like, hey, we got to keep this show going, one way or the other. Maybe we don't pick the outcomes, but we got to make some shit spicy. Motherfuckers gonna get a domestic charge.
I definitely believe that, because how much can we talk about LeBron and Tom Brady every day? You gotta switch it up, right?
I mean, they said these organizations have people that follow these players. They know these players' circles. They know these players. So it's not enough. You can recruit a bunch of people and be like, okay, this guy this year, he's going to get busted for this. You have enough eyes and enough people. You already know, hey, you got this. Okay, we're not going to pick up on that one. Okay, this year, we keep that in the folder. We're going to break that out in season 2. Or I can't say to what extent, but this is the.
So
like
are we
said,
saying the games
sport
itself are rigged, or just like the players and them getting in trouble and shit is rigged?
He didn't specify, bro. He just said that they were getting scripts. That's why
I know what he's saying. They're saying.
But
I don't know if
they get in trouble when they go off script.
He didn't specify. That's what's one of the things. And even still, he's still being very candid online. Like, people put up quotes, like just recent, like the Sports Illustrated quoted it or something like that. And you see he put up a meme saying this is getting out of hand, shit like that, and so like that. Like, just speak on it. You know what I'm saying? What's this being vague shit? But who's the know though?
Well, he can't speak too much.
Yeah.
Aaron Foster is no longer in the NFL. You say he's a man of the people.
He might get got.
Niggas say to a certain limit.
They kill you if you speak too much.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get too much out.
There's all sorts of conspiracies.
Didn't they kill Dr. Savy because he knew too much?
It could be. I mean, that's how conspiracies work. You could never really prove it. I was on a rabbit hole conspiracy on Young Dolph today about how they're saying how they had to take him out because he was over here signing Memphis artists and shit, and not through the labels, going independent, making a lot more money that way. It was fucking up Yo Gotti's whole operation. So you're like, what's that?
So they're saying that the other artists went out after Dolph because he was making other artists too rich.
They're saying Yo Gotti's camp, because remember it was Yo Gotti. Remember they're feeling like Yo Gotti's camp had something to do with the Dolph thing. They're saying that the cookie people were even bought into it, like they paid them for him to be there, and they said even that Yo Gotti shooting, he didn't. Not Yo Gotti, that Dolph. They say Dolph didn't even get shot in the front of the club. People were shooting at him in the front of the store. The person that shot him came from the back of the store. They're saying that the cookie people let them in. It was like, it was a setup. You knock him off. This is the guy that was signing all these people from Memphis and getting them popping and fucking up the bag. I'm like, it sounds crazy, but if you're talking about real money here, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about you get an artist, you get them on 360, you get them super hot, you take them to the label, y'all buzz down 10 million together, 5 million there, then you put them on shows, y'all getting another couple million a year together. People killing people for less. This is real. You know what I'm saying? This is no different than the drug game. So I'm saying this is a wild conspiracy, but I can't say, you know what I'm saying? People die for less in the real world.
True.
If you're talking about real money,
people die for nothing.
Yeah, people die from nothing. So if you're talking about real money,
niggas hate niggas just because.
Yeah, so I mean, but like you said, there's no proof. You know what I'm saying? Things is crazy. Do I have anything else?
You got Hussein Bolt firing his business manager. I guess after
What
losing
happened?
that
What
12
happened to him?
at 12 million.
That 12 million
Yeah.
lost. You said they
Oh,
had a.
M.
You said the trust ain't there no more. You gotta let them go. Rick Ross said.
And it's 12 million that he's not getting back. He can't get that back.
Exactly. Yeah. Rick Ross said you
Yeah,
should
you
have
gotta
kept
let
him
him go.
there. Rick Ross said, nah, man, you don't, you gotta keep him on the team to get that money back. See, Rick Ross is a smart. He's got this Florida in him. Sometimes you gotta know when you deal with people with money, bro, and they owe you money. Sometimes they want you to curse them out or go off, so they don't have to pay you back. They want you to say, nigga, you can keep that little pussy ass money, nigga. Fine, fuck with you. They want you, but really, that's just their way of getting away with the money. But if you hold them accountable, like, hey, bro, you ain't got my money.
So,
Keep shaking them down. Keep shaking them down. You
so
got.
did this guy steal Hussein's money or did he lose Hussein's money?
It's a
I
woman,
don't
I
know.
heard. I heard it's a
Or
woman.
okay, did this woman steal it or did he lose it? Or she lose it?
I don't know if
You
they.
can't lose 12 million, man.
Yeah. You put in bad investments or some shit. Yeah, the motherfucker lost it. The shit
Yeah,
is.
you could put it. Yeah, you
No,
put in
he ain't
bad
losing 12
investments
I
and
million.
you
think he
lost
lost.
it.
I think he smuggled it, whatever reason. But
Nah, you're not losing 12 million, bro.
yeah,
You're
he
not.
he did. He put it in his
Okay,
pocket.
so if somebody tells you, maybe she was like, okay, I know these people. We can put this money into this offshore account, whatever. Hook them up with, and then the money just disappears that way.
Yeah,
But
I'm not sure what
if the
happened.
money ended up, if she ends up with the money somehow, then that's her stealing the money. That's like her trying to fake numbers or something so she can hide the
thing
money in
is,
her account. And that's her stealing.
before airing them out
let's
and
think
getting.
about it. Let's think about it. Even if she was to make like investments, like say like to like the stock market, digital investment to the stock exchange, you can only make like a like say when Warren Buffett say he's gonna do like a $10 million investment in whatever company, you can only invest in so many amount in small increments. I
Yeah.
think the highest is like probably like 500,000 to maybe $1 million.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can only buy like a piece at a time.
I think
In fact,
that's
even
your
options,
rules.
I think like
That's
you can't
regular
buy more
people
than like
rules.
more than $1,000 options in one at one time.
Great, that's your rules. That's not the rules the big dogs have to follow,
That
bro.
is. No, what the hell?
I'm telling you,
See,
Greg,
Nickels quick to deny you on everything,
I'm just
even
letting
if
you
they
know.
don't even know.
I'm
He's just
letting you
saying that the
know.
rules, the
The rules
rules
don't
of the
apply to the
special.
people with that kind of money,
That's the
bro.
rules of the stock market. Yes.
Okay.
I used to, but I had a yeah. You act like I used to trade. I had a brokerage account. I had access to see all the trades that used to come in. You could see like all the increments of trades how they come in. In fact, I bought like options for more than 10,000. I have. Yeah, and they wouldn't let me buy them for all 10,000 at one time. They would not let me do that.
Yeah, because
I would have to pay. I would
they
have to
have
pay
a
a certain
different set of
amount.
rules
Yeah.
for y'all niggas.
Or E-Trade for just me. So you're saying E-Trade is discriminated against me?
Not you.
Me alone.
There's rules for certain people.
Bro, we used to look at all the orders. I had access to that. They give you a certain access once you
Oh,
can upgrade
the order flow. Yeah, I get you. But either way,
to see
but I'm
that.
just saying, I don't know how the person
Yes.
lost it, but Rick Ross saying you got to keep the person close. Maybe if you threaten you're about to go tell on them, maybe they'll smuggle it from their other customers to get you back. Just so the block's not. But to just cut off a whole $12 million loss, that's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Rick Ross is looking at it. Rick Ross is looking at it in street terms where he's like, "Oh, this nigga right here owe me money, so he's gonna be indebted to me. He's gonna be working. He's not making. She's not. Usain Bolt is not making a financial advisor work for free. If she stays on the team, she will be getting
Of course
paid.
not.
That's why you had to
But
fire
I
her.
think
I'm
it
not
wasn't
gonna
just his money.
pay somebody who stuff.
Well, you're not gonna pay them. You're gonna tell them you gotta get that. Maybe you might air. Man, this is Jamaica, dog. The hitters go for cheap out there.
Come on.
Ain't no just you're
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
Not over 12 million, though.
See, this you're thinking Hussein's not that guy. Maybe Rick Ross might be that guy. Hussein's not that guy.
For 12
Talk
million,
about some hitters.
everybody becomes that guy. Dog. 12
Everybody's
million?
that guy at 12
You got-
million.
Yeah, people will make you that guy.
Yeah, people
Yeah, I guess.
you determine that guy. 12 million.
They made me have to be that guy, you know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for that type of money, he ain't gonna be
If
able
that's
to
12 million, I don't think that was an easy. Yeah, he's not gonna make that easy. That's not easy money to come back for him. He gets his money off sponsorships.
Exactly, though. That money is never coming
That
back.
money, that money's never coming back. So especially unless he goes out and
He might
runs
get some of
another race. He's not running no more.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he's not running no more.
He might get some of it.
Man, even if
Yeah,
you
he might
get
get
money
some of it,
back,
but not the whole thing.
money lost is money lost. It's not really
lost.
getting it back. That's just new money.
You're not getting it back. Yeah, exactly.
No,
Whatever
12 million is not lost, man.
What I'm saying
12 million
is,
can't be lost.
what I'm saying, if he went back,
make another 12 million,
even if he made another 12
million,
million, exactly. Even if he made another 12 million,
But,
he really should have been up 24 million. You get it?
24, but
yeah. But you never make it back. The only way you get it back is if the person that owed it to you gives it to you back. That's what I mean.
Gives it back. That's it. That's not happening. So
they gotta go
lost.
rob it from somewhere else. Maybe we could derive a plan that way, but I'm gonna need that 12 back. That shit. That shit is thrown.
But I see where they come from. But I work with like a bunch of big, like high priced like electrical breakers and stuff. And I'm like, if that shit goes missing or if it gets broken, we lose something that's cost $25,000 or break it or whatever. Who that's supposed to be on? I'm not paying $25,000 for it.
Okay.
But if you want to fire me, you can fire me.
Yeah, but they got to see the trail though. Because they have to be like withdrawn, and they have to be like go into something else. Like
that's if she stole the money.
Disappear
that's
like
if she stole the money. But if she just mismanaged the money, then they know where the money went to.
But you're not gonna mismanage something until it disappears. That amount, you're not gonna mismanage that amount until it disappears.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, all the details.
I really don't know. I really don't know the whole. I really don't know the whole story.
That's a stupid amount of money.
Yeah, we're not getting all the details.
Because you gotta think
that
you
they
can
lost
move
$12 million, but we don't
with
know
$1 million.
how.
You gotta think you can move $1 million. You can move the price with $1 million. So yeah. So 12 million, yeah. Whatever she move it, she put it into, that price is gonna move.
Yeah. I guess you just gotta wait and see, wait and find out exactly how this money was lost or stolen. We don't have enough details right now.
I don't know if they put it on FTX. I don't know if it's part of that scandal. The shit is crazy though.
That was our last one for this week.
Have anything else in sports? That was it, right? Shannon Sharp.
Was it? Y'all got any recommendations for this week?
I don't know if I have any recommendations for this week. What's out? Anything? No.
Listen, Netflix, you people. I'm sure y'all probably seen it. I don't know if y'all seen it already, but I'm sure everybody's been talking about it.
A lot of people on Twitter been hating on Jonah Hill on Twitter, but like I already said, Twitter's a bitter place.
You would like it, Nate. You would like it because it's probably gonna make you a little angry.
I would like it because I like movies that I sometimes get into movies and TVs that are series that aren't really about anything in a sense.
Yeah, you would definitely like it. But a lot of Larry David vibes.
Yeah, but on Twitter, where the people are miserable, they're mad. They're like, Lord London will never end up with a fat dude like that, a slut, or of all the white guys kind of messed up, or they're saying why they over here trying to promote the swirl. They're always trying to promote the swirl. Why couldn't it just be two black? What's the name? I'm like, it's all.
That's not what the movie's about.
People are miserable, though. I'm like, y'all.
The movie is literally about
a black and white couple getting together.
Yeah.
It's a
I don't
movie.
get how they say
put a black guy in it, then the movie doesn't work.
They're
against men, bro. That's what it is.
They started hating against
black men.
They started hating against Kenya Barris. There's a Kenya Barris is always pushing that as of
black men.
As if the guy didn't make Blackish. It don't make any sense. So anytime this Kenya Barris is gonna show him with a white couple, this like, all right, man, the man had like a slew of shows, Blackish, Richest, all that. It's not always mixed, but they don't got Let It Be homegirl who drops her show and there's always a gay person there. They ain't got nothing to say. Lena Waithe do something. They ain't got nothing to say then.
Is it a show? Is it a movie or is it a series?
It's a movie.
It's a movie on Netflix.
Okay. You people?
Yeah.
Funny
movie.
You got any recommendations, Nate?
I thought it.
No, not at the moment. I started watching this one show called I finished it actually. It's called Peripheral on Netflix. I mean on
No,
Amazon.
it's on. No, it's on
It's on
Prime.
Amazon.
Yeah, yeah,
Amazon
Amazon. Yeah,
Prime.
yeah, Amazon. Yeah.
That's pretty fire. So that's the only other thing I'd recommend.
Let me see. This week I started watching what's name again? The Godfather of Harlem
Uh-huh.
with Forrest Whitaker. It's on season
I
3.
still haven't even seen that.
Yeah.
I think I seen the first episode of season 1. It's a good series, good casting. Did they end up switching up? I seen Duval also hating on that. He talking about I guess they changed out the guy who played Malcolm X.
Yeah, he does look a lot different. So they did switch out the Malcolm X guy, but I think the first guy was a little better when it comes to playing Malcolm X. But overall it's a good series to watch. Godfather of Harlem, story of Bumpy Johnson.
Yep.
It really
So we'll
gives
see
you
how
an
that
insight
goes.
of how I didn't even know Bumpy Johnson and Malcolm X were like tight like that. But it shows
Yeah,
you
before
how.
he got straight. Well, we don't know how much of the thing are they gonna how much are they pushing on their own, you know what I'm saying? How much leeway, creative control do they have?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's 100% factual or not, but it's a good series.
That's about it. No recommendations, Aaron. Great, you said.
I just been on YouTube. I just like that one episode of Earn Your Leisure with Robert Smith. I would recommend that. That was pretty good.
Okay, classic. That's about it. Go ahead and sign us up then.
All right, folks. I already appreciate you for coming through, Swerve. You already know what time it is. This
Sure, no
weekend
problem. Anytime.
we're gonna have a little weekend pause. But you already know what, folks. Hit us up on That's Absurd Pod on Instagram, That's Absurd Pod on Twitter, That's Absurd Podcast on Facebook, and you can always drop an email at That's Absurd Podcast at gmail.com. And the voice line is always open for text messages, voicemails, and all that good stuff. You can reach us at 407 960
76.
That number is 407
407 960 76.
And we'll catch you next week. We out.
Hey.